Welcome to Webb City Cardinals football on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. This is your home for every sack, touchdown, and interception. Now let's go live to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good evening to you from Cardinal Stadium here on John Roderick Field, Webb City High School. It's the 2025 kickoff for your Webb City Cardinals as they'll face the visiting Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Good evening, Scott Boudreau, along with Justin Boudreau, Tim Workman, Drew Woodmancy operating our camera, and Roberta Foster back at our studios. We apologize for the late start here, but guys, we're excited to get this season kicked off. And for the Cardinals, they're certainly looking for a bit of a turnaround. The end of the season, they showed a lot of fight, winning a couple of exciting district games, first against Green Valley and then won the district championship against the Cardinals. But they were not happy when they got to 3-6 last year, and so they've spent a lot of time this offseason thinking about ways to improve. And Justin, that means some hard work this summer and throughout the spring.
Yeah, and you look at an uncharacteristic year for the Cardinals, and you still end up claiming a district title. So you talk about just the expectations that come with this program and what they've built over the last 30 or so years. You can talk about getting hot down the stretch, and you've heard multiple coaches say it. Coach Roderick used to say it. Coach Mack will say it as well. You want to be playing your best football come playoff time, but it helps if you're playing good football before that as well. So the Cardinals heading into the postseason at 3-6 last year wasn't ideal, able to come across with a district title, and then they faced a buzzsaw of a team in Platte County that then went on and won the state title in Class 5 last year. But 7 losses is not accustomed to this program. So now, no doubt, they wanted to fast forward as quickly as possible to get to tonight so that they could hit the reset button, put last season behind them, and show that was just an anomaly, and they're ready to right the ship, so to speak, and get this Cardinal program back on track.
When you look at this Cardinal ball club, first thing I noticed, Justin, is a number of experienced skill players up and down the line. You get Gabe Johnson back as your starting quarterback. He was on the sideline watching intently last year, but now he's back at full speed. You got a couple of backs, and Williams and Hurd that are experienced, a couple of good receivers, and Travion Turner and Holden Johnson, an experienced tight end, and Gus Carnes, and then a line that is going to gain some experience very quickly tonight. And I think also on the defensive side, you've got some experience there, and Carson Myers. You got Mason Young will play free safety for you, and River Linker at linebacker, and Bard also there at linebacker. So some guys that can certainly count on their game experience, but a lot of guys that are going to have to prove themselves as well.
Yeah, it was a group last year that had to do some growing up maybe before they were ready to, and you saw them take their lumps as the season progressed, and then, as we mentioned, able to turn things around and claim that district title. But it only bodes well for you as you head into this season. Now you've got a line that's got a year of experience under its belt. You've got a running back by committee force that was able to get some reps together. You've got guys stepping up in the wide receiver core, and guys that are ready to go make plays. You talk about this program being founded in just that pride that comes with wearing that Cardinal helmet. I think you're going to see that here tonight against the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break, come back with more of our countdown to kickoff. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the 4-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the 4-state area. Learn more information online at BEIJoplin.com. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
Here at John Roderick Field, Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau. The Cardinals host the Lebanon Yellow Jackets for the first game of the season. And Justin, these Yellow Jackets, Cardinals beat them last year, but they also had a rough start last year, starting 1-4 before they made it all the way to their district championship game, losing to Helias, who went on to make their way through a deep run in the playoffs. But this is a triple option team, Justin, and you better be ready to stop any one of those 3 guys that could carry it at any time.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the old wishbone Army-Navy style running game, you're going to see some of that from Lebanon tonight. Lost their lead back who garnered 2,500 yards and 35 touchdowns, so the offense will come from somewhere else. But we'll dive a little bit deeper into that when we come back after a couple of segments here.
And we'll go ahead and take another 1-minute break here, and then we'll head to the roundtable with Justin Boudreau and a special guest here. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here at John Roderick Field as your Webb City Cardinals set to take on the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Had a chance to visit with head coach Ryan McFarland earlier today and discuss what he expects for this upcoming 2025 season, and a season behind him now that everybody's able to forget, and now an excitement about seeing what this new group of Cardinals can do under new leadership, and certainly a veteran group at the skill position. And so let's go and hear from head coach Ryan McFarland as we head to the Coaches Show.
God does not promise the Christians an easy pathway to heaven, nor does God promise flowery beds of ease.
Billy Graham.
Sometimes we will have thorns, trials, tears, temptations, tribulations, and troubles. But this is part of our calling. This world is not a place of bliss for the Christians, for Jesus reminded us that while in this world we would have tribulation. The Bible teaches that afflictions are God's appointments for His children. Many Christians are called to suffer. You suffering and afflicted Christians, take courage today. God is always with His people through thick and through thin. Jesus said, I'm with you always, even unto the end of the earth. Today, whatever your trouble, tragedy, or distress, I beg of you to trust God.
Could you use some help trusting God? You'll find it at this website, findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
It's time for the Ryan McFarland Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Arvest Wealth Management, Medicine Pet Clinic, and Papa John's Pizza in Webb City. Now, here's Scott Boudreau with head coach Ryan McFarland.
Good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coaches Show as the Cardinals kick off the 2025 season. Scott Boudreau here, along with the head coach Ryan McFarland. And Coach, I don't know if it's been a long time since last November or a short time, but I know you guys probably feel like you're ready to kick things off tonight against the Lebanon Yellow Jackets here at home.
Yeah, it feels like it's been an extremely long time. You know, really proud of our kids, though. We started our off-season workouts in January, and you could just tell that the kids we had coming back, you know, they just set the tone early that, you know, they're out to prove a point this year, and, you know, they're on a mission. And, you know, we had our first summer workout on June 2nd and told them it's like, you know, it seems like a long ways away, but, you know, you're going to blink your eyes and all of a sudden it's game day, and we finally got here. But, you know, we've practiced a lot. We've done a lot of work. You know, we're ready to play a game. We're excited to get the opportunity to play a game tonight.
When you go from a year like last year where the end of the year was certainly more like what you wanted the beginning of the year to be like, how do you build off that coming into a year like this?
Yeah, you know, first, just super proud of our kids last year for fighting adversity, and it seemed like every week we were fighting something new, but to just stay on course and just to believe in the program and believe in each other, and then to end the season the way they did last year, I was extremely proud of them. And carrying over to this year, you know, it was kind of maybe a wake-up call for some of our younger kids that just because you're a Webb City Cardinal doesn't mean, you know, the people are going to lay down for you and you're going to get everybody's best shot. And I think for the coaching staff, we've really spent the offseason making sure we're developing our positions enough, so on Friday night when we do have injuries or if we do have to replace some players, then we got those guys ready to play. So we feel really, really good about our depth. We've invested a lot of time in developing kids and making sure we have a plan for any scenario that's thrown at us, and we'll see how that plan works tonight at 7 o'clock.
Offensively this year, obviously you get a quarterback back in Gabe Johnson that you can use in a lot of different ways. Just watching last week's Jamboree, I was really impressed by the height you have at receiver. You got an experienced tight end as well. What are the areas of offense you're excited about seeing?
Yeah, we're senior heavy at all of our skilled positions, and so getting Gabe Johnson back's obviously a big plus for us at the quarterback position because he's such a great athlete, and he's hungry and excited to get a chance to be back out there from being on the sidelines all of last year. And 2 senior running backs in Slade Hurd and Mason Williams, who have both played a lot over the last 2 years and developed into 2 really good high school running backs. And Holden Johnson's back at receiver, who's probably returning with the most experience from last year. And then he's grown and gotten stronger, and his hand-eye coordination is phenomenal. And then we got Trey Turner out this year off the basketball team, who hasn't played in a couple years, but he's just an explosive athlete. We've all seen him on the basketball court. He's got great hand-eye coordination, and he's kind of more of a speed, explosive piece to our receiving core, where Holden's going to be more of a guy we throw the ball up to. So real excited about those seniors and the work they've put in. And then behind them, we've got a bunch of juniors and sophomores that I think are Friday night ready, that are ready to play. So if they or when they get their opportunity, we feel really good about that group as well.
A backer of Cardinal Athletics is Arvest Wealth Management, offering services in financial and retirement planning, as well as managing stocks and bonds, plus estate planning. For more information, the phone number for Arvest Wealth Management advisors Adrian Jackson, Scott Boudreau, Garrett Taylor, Ashley Durbin, and Christy Gullett is 417-627-8166 or online at arvest.com. Member FINRA SIPC, proud to support local high school athletics.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
KNEO would like to thank Papa John's Pizza in Webb City for sponsoring this portion of the game. They are proud supporters of the Webb City Cardinals and offer delivery and carryout services on a variety of pizzas, as well as breadsticks and wings. Located in the City Point Shopping Center in Webb City and open 7 days a week. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or for a complete menu or online ordering, their website is papajohns.com.
On the defensive side of the ball, Coach Aaron David and Trey Derryberry got a lot to work with there in terms of speed, maybe not bulk. Is that the right way to say that?
Yeah, that is. So now one change we made, so Trey Derryberry is on the offensive side of the ball this year.
Okay,
so
my apologies.
We moved him over from defense to offense. He's actually coaching quarterbacks for us and doing a great job in that role. But yeah, defensively, you look at us at practice or on the field, and we're not very big, especially up front. But this might be one of the faster defenses we've had as far as speed goes. And I think our plan tonight, we're going to play 6, 7, 8 guys on the defensive line, and they're all probably undersized compared to teams we're going to play, but they're all 6 to 8 of them get off the ball extremely fast. Coach Wall and Coach Spear, they do a phenomenal job developing those guys, but we're going to be fast. I think we're going to cause a lot of people a lot of issues up front just because of the speed that we'll be able to play with. And then if they're able to cause havoc up front, then we've got linebackers, which Bryson Bard, a senior, and River Linker, who played a lot for us last year, who's a junior this year. They'll be able to make a lot of tackles. And then in the secondary, Carson Myers is back, and he's going to be kind of our leader back there. Mason Young will be making his first start tonight at free safety, and he's another 6'4", long, athletic kid that we have. Barrick Hoffman will get a start at the other safety spot. So really feel good about those 5 guys in the middle of our defense being able to make tackles once our defensive line causes their problems.
Coach, special teams always important to you as well, and that can be a big thing. Particularly, it seems like early in the season you can catch some people off guard in that part of the game.
Yeah, special teams, that's another area that we've really emphasized this offseason. And we've got Jared Castro back, who was our kicker last year. And he's improved a ton from last year, and he's a senior for us. Our school finally passed a rule where we can have multi-sport athletes. So we have a sophomore and a senior soccer player that are coming out to kick for us as well. So we're going to kind of ease them into their roles and kind of see how they can help us. But, we learned last year, we have to be able to make PATs, and we have to be able to make field goals. And that's been an emphasis for us. We've put a lot of work into it. I think we've got the kids that can do it, but sometimes when you have a really good kicker, you sometimes take him for granted. And, Jared Castro was young last year, but I think he'll have a chance to, to be one of the better kickers in the area this year. And then special team-wise, we're always looking for a way to find an edge. And we went back and at the end of the season last year, Coach Decker's in charge of kickoff return, and our kickoff team recovered 8 kickoffs last year, and most of those were by design. And so just trying to find a way to steal possessions in the special teams game is big, and we put a lot of emphasis to it. And when we have really good teams, we're able to have good seasons and put together runs in the playoffs, it's usually because we can outperform people on special teams. So we got some tricks up our sleeves for tonight if we need them, but we're excited to see where our special teams are at as well.
Finally, Coach, let's talk about the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Played them last year at their place. Nice opening victory after a rain-delayed type night. Looks like a beautiful night here for football, but what do the Yellow Jackets bring challenging to you tonight?
Yeah, but the first thing, they elected not to play in a jamboree last week. So as far as the 2025 Yellow Jackets, we don't know a whole lot about them. We have their roster, and their coach told us who they feel is going to start for them tonight. But the good thing about them is they're a tradition-rich program. They've had a lot of success over the years. Coach Christian has been there for a long time. He's a really good coach. They're a flex bone option offense, and I do not believe they're going to change from that. So we kind of know what to expect offensively from them. Defensively, I tell our guys what we've put in on offense and how we've installed it. I feel like we can run our offense against any defense as long as we communicate up front. We make shade calls. We do all the little things that we're supposed to do. So talking to our guys on our walkthrough yesterday at the end of practice, it's kind of like, we have no idea what they're going to do. We can sit here and guess what they might do, but at the end of the day, when they line up, if we use our rules and we communicate up front, we'll be fine. And so we don't know a lot about them. I know they've got some big linemen on their roster. They graduated a really good running back last year, but they've got 2 or 3 other ones that are going to be pretty good. One's the coach's son. He'll play fullback for him, so don't really know what to expect tonight, but really just want our kids to come out. We've had such a great summer, such a great preseason the last 2 weeks, but just want our kids to come out and play hard and have fun, and we'll evaluate where we're at the end of the night tonight. And the great thing about last year taught us is sometimes you got to fight through adversity to get to a championship game, and so we'll play tonight, have fun, and see where we are, and evaluate film tomorrow, and come back next week.
Finally, Coach, what are the keys to tonight's victory for the Cardinals?
Offensively, last week we had a couple turnovers in the jamboree. Okay, we can't pitch the ball, have the ball on the ground. We can't be throwing interceptions. So hopefully we got those out of the way. Last week, defensively, just got to fly around. We are going to be undersized, so we got to just get to the ball and make sure we got 11 bodies fighting to get to the ball on every play. And the last one, special teams. We've got to win special teams tonight. They've got a really good kicker, probably one of the best kickers in the state. So they'll be able to kick field goals. When they kick off, they'll probably kick the ball into the end zone. But we got to find ways to get big special teams plays to help us out. But really excited about it. Just kind of excited to see these boys play. I don't know what kind of team we're going to have. I'm excited to see us take that first step tonight.
Coach, good luck in tonight's ball game. We'll talk to you at halftime and after the game.
You've been listening to the Ryan McFarland Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Arvest Wealth Management, Madison Pet Clinic, and Papa John's Pizza in Webb City.
Dr. Haley Burpo of Burpo Family Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals and wants to wish them much success throughout the season. Located at 26 South Main in Webb City, she offers chiropractic treatment services for the entire family. For appointment information, 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Making a difference in the lives of Webb City student athletes is the Webb City Booster Club. The Webb City Booster Club is always looking for new members to come along and help support the students and staff at Webb City High School. Whether you're a business, family, or individual member, you'll be making an impact in the future success of Webb City athletic programs. Check out the Booster Club's Facebook page to find out the latest news and events for Cardinal Nation. The Webb City Booster Club, proudly supporting the Cardinals.
when you go to talk about their defense, I think you heard Coach Wright say it. We don't know how they're going to defend us. We'll just look, and then we'll adjust. And that seems to be the case almost every week for the Cardinals in terms of how people try to play them against the split-back veer offense of the Cardinals.
Well, none more prevalent in week one where you haven't seen any personnel on the field. You've seen rosters, you've seen probable lineups, but you've yet to really see how they line up in a game unless you watch maybe some Jamboree film. But you talk about that split-back veer offense, something that they've seen similarly in themselves in that wishbone triple option offense that they run down in Lebanon. So not an unfamiliar offense to go against for the Yellow Jackets, but that split-back veer is, you watch it and you think you know what's coming, but it's a little different once you get out there on the field. So the Cardinals no doubt will come out and try to get to their bread and butter as quickly as possible and see if they can start to build some momentum early in this game.
And let's also talk about the special teams unit of the Cardinals. Last year, if I recall correctly, I believe Coach Decker may have stolen as many as 8 possessions for the Cardinals just through different plays that they're able to execute. As you think about the Cardinals special teams, though, a lot of improvement coming in the offseason. The PAT man, Mr. Castro, you can just see the strength in his leg has increased tremendously looking at his warm-up kicks, and he's backed up by Diego Aldrete as well, and so that should bode well for the Cardinals. But then it's the execution and the field position game that you love to have some kind of return game if you can, knowing also, though, that Lebanon has a kicker that can put it in the end zone every time.
Well, and that's where you feel like if you're the Cardinal coaching staff, you maybe left some possessions out there, left some points out there last year in terms of your special teams not quite executing the way that you wanted. So no doubt a point of emphasis coming into the summer was, can we clean some little things up? Not necessarily notice it on a Friday night, but those are things Cardinals no doubt cleaned up over the summer.
We'll take a 2-minute break, come back with more of our countdown to kickoff. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Getting to heaven isn't just about putting enough good on one side of the scale to balance the bad on the other. It's about fulfilling a death penalty, the one we deserve for our rebellion against God. None of the great moralities or great religions can pay the death penalty for our sin. Only Jesus Christ's death on the cross can do that. You have to look to Him as the only one who can save you. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
And Cardinal Countdown to Kickoff brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. About 12 minutes away from kickoff here as the band just finished their rendition of the national anthem. Butch Owens and company always does a great job with that, so glad to see them back on the field
final
preparations
are being made for the 2025.
And Justin, we're talking about the special teams earlier, but how important tonight when you look at the Cardinals offensively, defensively, of course we don't know yet who's going to win the toss, but how important is it to get off to a fast start, particularly on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I think you look at the offensive side of the ball, hoping you can take possession first and set the tone with points. Obviously, having Gabe Johnson back at the quarterback position is huge for the Cardinals. You talk about just the electric player that he is and know what he brings to the table. But I think if you're the Cardinal defense, too, at times you feel like games got away from you last year because you were unable to execute. So you want to come out as well and set the tone, get a turnover, get an interception, a fumble, get a 3-and-out, something that feels like you've got some momentum on your own side, given how the season went at times for you defensively. Again, we talk about guys coming into their own, a lot of guys doing some growing up last year from this defensive unit, so no doubt some experience now back for this defensive unit. But first game of the season at home at Cardinal Stadium. Adam mentioned it in the round table, but it's hard to beat a Friday night at Cardinal Stadium for anybody that's come out here in the past 30-plus years since the Cardinals have had the run that they've had with state championships. It's hard to find this atmosphere. You talk about a town of just over 10,000 people, stadium seats, almost 6,000 people, and I guarantee you if you got something to do tonight, now is the time to go do it, because half the town is in Cardinal Stadium right now. They're ready to watch the Cardinals get this 2025 season kicked off.
The Lebanon Yellow Jackets are making their way to the field, and soon we'll see that classic walk of the Webb City Cardinals 2025 football team approaching the hill that they walked down and walking into a newly fenced stadium. Gone are the barbed wires, beautiful black fencing all the way around now. And this is a class place all the way around, both the facilities and the kind of football that we expect to be played here in this 2025 season. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break, come back with our keys to the game. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KDO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals! Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go!
And welcome back to Cardinal Stadium here on John Roderick Field. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau. Tim Workman will be along later, and Drew Woodmansey running our camera. Roberta Foster back at our studios. I mentioned the guys are ready to make that trek down the hill. And here's Justin to give us the keys to winning tonight.
Well, we alluded to it a little bit, but no better place to be than Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field, Friday night, first game of the year. The hype video's playing, the stands are packed almost sideline to sideline here. So with that in mind, can you come out with some ferocity here in this opening game? You've got it at home. You've got the crowd behind you. Can you come out and play for each other? You've worked now for countless months. Coach Mack talks about in January these guys get in the weight room and start their preparations for this night. Can you come out and put on a show for your crowd? And the second part of that, I think, is execution. Game one, you know there's going to be some butterflies. You know there's going to be some mistakes. Can you minimize those and show the coaches the execution that you've poured into this entire summer and got you to this night? I think if the Cardinals can do those things, you're going to come out of here, come out of John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium with a victory tonight. And we talk about the tradition of this place, and one of the things they did when they built this dome, they said we got to keep that hill in place. Don't mess with the hill. And so when you look up from the stands here and you see those guys coming down the hill, still 36 years later, gives me chills to see that. It's a moment that has been ingrained in this program for so long, and cool to see it get going here in 2025 as well.
We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with our coin toss after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVEST blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVEST Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Considering a metal roof? Call the area experts, 4W Metal Building Supply. Metal roofs have long life and very low maintenance. At 4W Metal, you'll find help from the planning through completion. Call or come by today.
At 4W.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here at John Roderick Field as the Cardinals and the Lebanon Yellow Jackets set to do battle here. The opening game of the 2025 season. Cardinal captains set to head out for the coin toss here in just about 50 seconds. And we'll see Gabe Johnson out there along with Mason Williams, Ethan Keller, and Carson Myers. Our referee this evening, Johnny Davis, and his veteran officiating crew. Justin, you couldn't ask for a better weather night if you're going to have an opening game that's still in the month of August.
Yeah.
And certainly in the 70s and a nice cool breeze down here, but no doubt the guys will be ramping it up here in just a moment as we get ready to head to midfield and meet the captains of the Yellow Jackets along with their head coach, Will Christian. Will Christian, veteran coach at Lebanon, part of that program for a long time and always had a lot of success. Cardinals know they'll be in for a battle here tonight. And captains shaking hands. Now Johnny Davis, our referee, will give some instructions and talk about the sportsmanship that they expect, and then get the call here from the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Cardinal. They want them always to act in a sportsmanlike manner, and both these programs certainly coach that way. Ryan McFarland and Will Christian have shake each other's hands and head to their sidelines. Now the Lebanon has made the call, and the Cardinals have won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. That means the Cardinals will kick off to the Yellow Jackets. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back with the start of this 2025 season. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. The Cardinals will
1 minute.
Joaquin Escoto to replace him. And it'll see if they stay with the same play. No indication of an actual penalty. They just wasn't properly equipped. There's Johnson on the pitch to Williams over the right side to the 20, 25-30, 35-40, and he's still going. I believe they knocked him out of bounds, though, near the 47-yard line. A quick pitch, and you saw the quickness of Mason Williams getting to the edge.
Yeah, great job there by Mr. Williams. We saw him in action late after some injuries to the backfield last year. That time, Godfrey had great blocking in front of Holden Johnson, doing a great job out here at his wide receiver position. Just got his toe out of bounds. Otherwise, he was off to the races. Cardinals will line it up again. Gabe Johnson takes a look at the wristband, got split backs behind him. Now Gus Carnes goes in motion to the far side.
And procedure penalty avoided here. Didn't get the right personnel grouping in, so the Cardinals will take a timeout. We'll take it with you. Back here in 30 seconds, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
Justin Boudreau, as the Cardinals have it 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Johnson under center. Hurd and Williams in the backfield. Receiver on the left. Johnson drops the football after he faked the dive give. He wanted to get it to Hurd on a pitch, and the Yellow Jackets come up with the football. So a turnover by the Cardinals here early on a miscue coming out of a timeout, and the sink and just the sequence of that didn't look right at all.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of indecision there maybe by Johnson, whether he wanted to pull it or keep it in the belly of his dive back, and maybe pulled it late and then ended up on the turf. Cardinals giving up good field position again. The Yellow Jackets will start at the Cardinal 44-yard line. Cardinal defense being asked to hunker down again.
York under center. And he gives it to the dive back, Braden Christian, who pounds his way ahead for about 6 yards.
Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvis Wealth Management, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, and BEI Bills Electric Incorporated, all proud sponsors of tonight's game.
They mark him down at the 38. We'll call it 2nd and 4 here. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first quarter. And now a equipment violation of some kind on the Yellow Jackets. They're making sure all these guys have their mouthpieces and masks in all the right places, I guess, Justin. They sent the quarterback off. And this is now the backup quarterback. We'll get a name for you here. This is Weston McKinney, now under center. And fumbled the snap, gave it late to Christian. He's bottled up near the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3 here for the Yellow Jackets. They mark him down at the 37. They need the 34 for the first down.
You talk about this week 1 here, just as much about the officials getting on the same page as it is the players, seeing them trying to iron things out too as this game goes along.
York back under center. Fake the jet motion by Carson Hill. He's in a wing back. Christian at the tailback. The give is to Christian, and he's lassoed and bulldogged down there at the 35. He'll be a yard short, bring up 4th down. We'll see if head coach Will Christian will go for this fourth down, 4th and 1. A running offense like this, Justin, you expect them in their own territory to go ahead and go.
Yeah, absolutely. As much as they pound and ground it with the running game, you expect them to hand it off here. Just a 4th and short, less than a yard. Cardinal Nation on their feet trying to rally the troops here.
York under center. Cardinals looking for a stop on 4th and 1. A timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. We'll take it with you. Back here in 1 minute. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium, John Roderick Field. We're scoreless here with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. 4th and 1 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 35, trying to get to the 34. Cardinals show pressure at the line. 6 on the line. The give is to Christian. He'll get across to the 33-yard line, enough for the first down as he went airborne that time, and Cardinals trying to knock it out of his hand.
Yeah, he got airborne, got the first down. Cardinals were able to push him backwards. That forward progress grants him that first down. Now the Yellow Jackets creeping deeper inside Cardinal territory right at the 33-yard line. 7:49 left here to go in the first quarter. Still knotted at 0. Cardinals looking to get a turnover here.
York back under center for the Yellow Jackets. Bring a receiver in, Joe Simons, 5'9" senior. He wants to throw, does York, but a flag before the play started. I think we're going to have illegal procedure here on the Yellow Jackets. We'll get the call from Johnny Davis, our referee. It is illegal procedure. That'll back up. They wanted to go play action that time, Justin. Not surprising after you've run 7 or 8 plays on the ground.
Well, and line wanted to get a little bit of a jump, not a passing team predominantly, so they tried to get a little ahead of themselves there and end up with a false start. Well, we got a second here. Oh, they're back to the line. The Yellow Jackets ready to go.
That'll be York back under center. He's got Brody Shoemaker on his right. Tailback is Christian. A give, and now keeping it is York. He'll go over the right side. Got back close to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 here, I believe, as he picks up 4 yards there.
When you talk about this old school triple option offense, most times that quarterback or that lead back, or the tailback rather, has got a lead back in front of him, creating some hole. You're seeing that up front now. Cardinals got to find a way to shoot the gap a little bit, disrupt what the Yellow Jackets are doing up front.
Cardinals with a 4-man line. They bring Mason Young to safety up top, and another flag on the play. We're going to get another illegal procedure, I believe. I don't know if we emphasize this in the open, Justin, but this is an experienced offensive line, talking about the Yellow Jackets. 4 starters back and another experienced player as well, and uncharacteristically, whether it's the cadence issue or just the excitement of the first game, second time on this drive, they've been backed up because of a procedure issue. So now 2nd and 16.
Well, that time you saw both wing backs start to go. One of them supposed to stay home. No doubt a topic of conversation on the Lebanon Yellow Jacket sideline. Cardinals back them up 2nd and 16, ball at the 39-yard line.
York under center. And the give is to Christian. He's tripped up. Oh, now I guess York pulled it late. Got to about the same spot that Christian carried out the fake to.
Well, you know, if they've got the eagle-eyed announcer fooled, then they had the little too tight so far. We've seen Mason Williams do it here on the near side. That time Strickland on the interception does it, trying to avoid tackles on the far side. Cardinals will have the ball. After all that running, we'll bring it all the way back to the Cardinal 45-yard line. But
well, they had that receiver in a perfect trap zone that time between a couple of defenders, and Strickland just jumped the route that time, gives it back to his Cardinal offense. They'll start it at the 45. Johnson under center. Long count, now gives it to Slade Hurd for a short gain. Cardinals just need to get in some kind of rhythm, Justin, in this offense after a couple of stumbles on the first two possessions.
When you talk about first game jitters, a little bit of that been broken up by penalties and stoppages of play. Haven't really been able to get into a rhythm yet. Cardinals trying to do so here on this drive. A short gain on first down. See what they've got drawn up on second down.
Two tight ends. Carnes in the backfield. Johnson dropped it, but now gave it to Williams. He's all by himself to the 20, the 10. And did he stay in bounds this time? It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Well, he tight-roped that one. I thought maybe he did step out at about the 3 after the push, but the strength of Williams able to keep him upright and gets his feet into the end zone. Cardinals finally find the pay dirt that they found 2 other times but had been called back because of stepping out of bounds. Now the Cardinals will look to put a PAT, but you need the holder, which is Strickland, who was a little bit worn out after his 70-yard sprint that was all for naught earlier. He'll sprint back out there now. He's ready. Castro's ready. PAT pending.
The snap and the hold by Strickland. The kick is up, and the kick is good. At the 3:45 mark of the first quarter, the Cardinals lead at 7-0. Take a 1-minute break here. Back with more football after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
To Cardinal Stadium. Cardinals lead at 7-0 over the Yellow Jackets. And they got that explosive play they were looking for. At first thought they had it on the first series. Williams had stepped out of bounds. Thought they had it on a pick 6, but Strickland ruled out of bounds. That time Mason Williams all the way to the house, and a short pooch kick this time is downed near the 28-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets, Kyson Gress on the fair catch there, and that's where the Yellow Jackets offense will take over. Justin, I love the poise of Gabe Johnson on that play. He fumbled the snap originally, but knew where his guy was going to be, and the blocking up front was just what you had to seal that edge.
Well, and that's what you talk about up front. Guys did their job, gave Johnson enough time to pick that up and find his guy, and knew once Williams could get free, he was going to make a big run, and he did so. Cardinals looking to get another stop here against the Yellow Jackets.
York keeps it this time after the fake on the dive to Christian. He'll pick up about 6 yards, we'll call it, down to the 36-yard line.
Well, one thing playing against a triple option offense like this, what it does for your defense, it forces you to trust each other, forces you to know your assignment and execute your assignment, because there's so many different guys that you've got to pay attention to. You got to watch the dive back, you got to watch the quarterback, you got to watch the pitch man. All of those guys assigned to certain guys on the defensive personnel. Cardinals starting to figure it out.
They give him 7, 2nd and 3. This time they give to Christian. He gets to near the 39-yard line. That's what they needed for the first. We'll see if it's just enough right here as the umpire marks the ball, and the line judge on the far side moves the change. It's 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 39. 2:50 left here in the first quarter. Cardinals leading 7-0. York wanted to give it. Now he's trapped in the backfield and the ball loose. That all started with a mix-up. Cardinals think they have it. And it looks like Yellow Jackets lineman picked that one up. One of those big boys up front, Tommy Jennings, making the recovery. But you could see the disaster was coming, Justin. He looked for his guys. They were all wide of where he wanted to pitch it. He tried to keep it and run. That indecision nearly cost him. They back him up. It'll be 2nd and 12 now. York back under center. And he keeps it this time after he fakes the dive. And Cardinals staying at home on the edge. And a nice tackle made there by Ethan Keller, the 5'9", 173-pound junior. And this group of defensive linemen and linebackers going to use a lot of their quickness and tenacity, Justin, throughout this year to defend against some of these bigger lines.
Well, one of the faster defensive units that we've seen from the Cardinals in a while. You saw it there as they were able to get in the backfield and make a play.
3rd and 11 for the Yellow Jackets. He wants to throw, does York, into the flat, and a good catch there by Brody Shoemaker, and he's got just enough for the first down.
Going hurry up are the Yellow Jackets trying to catch the Cardinals sleeping a little bit. The personnel will get their marching orders from the sideline and get set just before snap.
York under center, now freeze it and wait for a play call. Everybody looks at their wristbands. Cardinals in position defensively. And the give over the left side to Braden Christian. He picks up about 3 yards.
Couple of scores around the COC. Carthage leads at 7-0 over Waynesville. Joplin and Kickapoo knotted at 0 in the first. It's Glendale and Neosho tied up at 7. Nixa 7, Republic 6. Ozark with a 14-7 lead over the Willard Tigers.
45 seconds left in this first quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets from the 47. They try Christian up the middle again. And he's tackled after about a 3-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd, and we'll call it 3. See if the Yellow Jackets let the clock run out or run one more play here in the first quarter. 15 seconds. 10. They can let it go if they want to, but they're going to snap it. York gives to Christian. He gets just across the 40-yard line for a first down. They'll stop the clock to mark the first down, and then we should hear the whistle for the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it's your Webb City Cardinals 7, the Lebanon Yellow Jackets nothing. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back with second quarter action after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals.
Welcome you back to Cardinal
More
Stadium here at
information
John
in names and
Roderick Field.
numbers.
Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau. Drew Woodmansey on the camera and Roberta Foster back at our studios. Yellow Jackets with a football, 1st and 10 from the 40. And a give on the dive that time to Braden Christian. Cardinals, some good offensive plays in that first quarter, Justin. The defense still kind of getting used to this option game. And our good friend Tim Workman bringing us some first quarter stats. We'll go through those here in just a moment. 2nd and 7 from the 36 for the Yellow Jackets. York on the give over the left side to Braden Christian. And the Cardinals stop him after a short gain there.
Proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Missouri State Representative Bob Bromley is honored to serve the citizens of the 162nd District, including the towns of Carl Junction and Webb City. State Representative Bob Bromley would like to congratulate all the area teams on their hard work.
17 rushes for 47 yards for the Yellow Jackets in that first quarter. It's 3rd and 2 here. That's the kind of distance they want. Cardinals want to get a stop if they can. York keeps it. He stopped in the backfield for maybe a 1-yard loss. Great job of knifing through the line that time. It looked like Keller once again, Justin, found a gap to get through.
Yeah, Cardinals, like we said, starting to figure things out. If you can start to find those gaps in this option offense, you take away the pitch man, you take away the dive guy, and you're able to create some havoc in the backfield. Cardinals with a big 4th and 2, 4th and 3 here.
4th and a long 2 for the Yellow Jackets. York looks to the sideline for the play. Long count, now takes a snap, gives it to Christian. He's bottled in the backfield, but keeps fighting forward and eventually picks up the first down. He bounced off a couple of his linemen and a would-be tackler, Justin, and that's why you know he's a coach's son. He just keeps fighting for the yards.
Yeah, nice shiftiness there from Christensen. Big Nickel, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services, all proud sponsors of tonight's ball game.
I mentioned the 47 yards gained by the Yellow Jackets in that first quarter. Cardinals, 4 carries for 85 yards, including the long touchdown by Williams. This time, Braden Christian dives over the pile for a short gain on first down. Williams officially 53 yards on that long carry. It'll bring up 2nd. We'll call it 9 yards for the Yellow Jackets. That's where you got to stop bending if you're the Cardinal defense. You want to see if you can start to get some negative plays. York glances back to Braden Christian with the play call. Now he'll give to Christian over the left side, and he'll pick up 3 or 4 more yards. And they're very content just eating up that 3 and 4 yards at a time. If they break one, they're that much happier, but they're trying to get to these short 3rd down plays. It's 3rd and 4 here. See what the Cardinals have in mind defensively. Ball on the 21-yard line. York under center. And it looked like people moved early. Didn't see a flag, but he stopped near the 19-yard line. Braden Christian again on the carry.
We'll tell you can download the KNEO or Android iPhone apps at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. Listen to the Webb City Cardinals Sports on your smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play the KNEO Sports Network.
4th and 2 for the second time on this drive for the Yellow Jackets. Braden Christian deep, York under center. And the fake and the keeper by York this time. Everybody took the dive back, left that gap on the left side, and York picks it up with ease, and now it'll be first down at the 11. Yellow Jackets can pick up a first down without scoring.
And that's where we talk about being disciplined. You got to know what your role is. Don't try to cheat. When you think you know where the ball is going, just stay in your assignment. That time, Cardinals over pursue, and York able to pick up the first down.
York back under center. Gives to the wing back that time, and Evan Ogle around the left side for little or no gain that time. Cardinals, good job stretching that play out. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, when your safety has time to come downhill and make the play, you know that your guys up front did their job. That time Carson Myers came flying in from his safety position and was able to stop him for no gain. Cardinals looking for more of the same here on a 2nd and long, 2nd and 10 from the 11.
York under center, man in motion's Ogle. And York wants to throw it in the end zone, leaping high. Near the back end line was Brody Shoemaker. 3 Cardinals in coverage. Nice job of not selling out on the run that time. The 2 safeties for the Cardinals able to get back in coverage on Shoemaker.
Paint, Chips, and Glitter Boutique at 110 West Broadway in Webb City is open Tuesday through Thursday, 10:30 to 5:30. Fridays 10:30 to 5 and Saturdays 10 to 3, offering ladies' clothing, jewelry, accessories, and more. Carry Webb City shirts and other spirit wear as well. Learn more online at pcgboutique.com. Proud to support the Cardinals.
Shoemaker by himself on the right side. York back to throw in the flat this time to Ogle and stopped for a loss of 2. And that'll bring on the kicking unit for the Yellow Jackets. They don't want to have this, what's been a nearly 6-minute plus drive, go for naught. Braden Christian is the holder. And Jackson Snyder, the kicker. There's a snap and a hold. The kick is up. And off the right upright, no good, and the Cardinals hold. That is a great turn of events for the Cardinals. Talk about the ultimate bend but don't break, Justin. That was it.
Yeah, great job there. The Cardinals gave him just enough pressure there to force him to push it. He hits the right upright, and the Cardinal offense back onto the field after the defense preserves the shutout here. Cardinals will be at their own 20-yard line. Gabe Johnson and company sat on the sideline for a long time. Part of that you like, part of that you're ready to get back on the field, but no doubt would have been some conversations between his offensive coaches and Gabe Johnson and company about what they want to see in this drive. He's got 2 wideouts here on the near side, split backs behind him.
Holden Johnson on the far left. Johnson gives it on the dive that time to Mason Williams. He'll pick up a couple of yards. I'll call it 2nd and about 7. Picks up 3 there. And now we see Trey Turner in the ball game at a receiver. Justin, a guy with speed and hands and athletic ability. Let's see if they send him. The pitch instead to Hurd over the right side. Good block there from Williams on the edge. Hurd will pick up a first down.
Well, and you never want to see your quarterback getting smacked like that, but Gabe Johnson does the right thing there, hangs on to the football as long as he can. A good relationship there between him and his pitch man, Slade Hurd. He pitches it at the last possible second. He's got Mason Williams running out in front of him. Slade Hurd able to scamper for a first down, pushes the Cardinals a little bit better breathing room now. Ball at the 33-yard line.
Holden Johnson out there on the right side, double tight. Grayson Ganaway and Gus Carnes at the tight end. Two backs split in the backfield. Johnson wants to keep it. Spins. And now bottled up near the 34-yard line. Might have picked up a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Just never quite had that first gap that he gets his feet through so that he can get into that second level, Justin. That's where they're trying to get at Gabe Johnson.
Yeah, a couple of spin moves, just took him laterally that time. Never was able to get his foot in the ground and get upfield. Cardinals facing a 2nd and long here after just a yard. 5 minutes to go here in the half. Cardinals lead at 7-0.
Holden Johnson brings the play in. He's split out wide right. Gabe Johnson under center. And he gives it on the dive this time to Williams, who picks up about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and short here. They're trying to do the same thing to the Yellow Jackets that the Yellow Jackets offense has been doing. That's make you honor everybody that could get the football.
When we talked about it coming into the season, a lot of weapons across the skill positions for the Cardinals, trying to get a little bit of everybody involved here. As you mentioned, a 3rd and 2 here for the Cardinals. See if they can pick it up here and then look to open things up a little bit.
3 in the backfield this time. Abel gets in there as well. Johnson with the give to Hurd. And he gets across the 45 for a first down.
A little bit of a different look there. You had 3 running backs behind Johnson there. What it does, it gives you an extra lead back to create that hole for him. That time, Cardinals were able to find some green and pick up the first down as they continue to truck along here just under the 4-minute mark.
They're going to show that formation again. Drake Osborne in there is that 3rd back this time. Gabe Johnson. And they give on the little counter action that time to Osborne. Not the traditional 45 counter, but as you said, Justin, having 3 in the backfield really makes you start honoring everybody. And that's one of those formations, you know they're setting it up too, because you can go play action out of that on occasion if you choose to. Send a tight end down the seam or a receiver on the fly. Bryce Robinson lined up wide right. This time split backs are Hurd and Williams. Johnson on the give to Mason Williams. He'll pick up a couple of yards. Bring up about a 3rd and 7.
Johnson Real Estate and Consulting and Keller Williams Realty have been serving the real estate needs of our local communities for over 20 years. For all your real estate needs, call Steve Johnson at 417-850-7391 or Dustin Johnson at 417-291-7706. Proud supporters of the Cardinals.
They call it 3rd and 6. Trey Turner comes into the ball game at wide receiver. Line up on that right side to see if the Cardinals looking to air it out here. Gabe Johnson gives tap motion to Hurd. Gives it back to him, coming the other way. Here's Hurd. A flag on the play. Hurd will be knocked out of bounds near the 25-yard line. But there was a flag early on that play. And it's going to be a hold on the Cardinals. Boy, you love the setup that time. They had everybody going right. And then you give it to Slade Hurd coming to his left. But all for naught as they'll back him up here. Cardinals will now face a 3rd and long. And instead of picking up another explosive play, let's see where they mark this down. It'll be 3rd and 15 now for the Cardinals as they back them up to the 41-yard line. They need to get to the 44 for the first down. We'll see if this is 2-down territory. 2:06 left here in the first half. Gabe Johnson under center. Motion man is Hurd. Johnson wants to throw, rolls to his left. He'll get out that left side. Got a lot of room to run to the 40, the 30, and all kinds of flags. Let's see if this is a crackback block on the Cardinals. This one may come back as well. Johnson had the first down, but you can't have a blindside block, Justin. That may be what the Cardinals were guilty of right there. Johnson disappointed that he's not going to get the full gain on this play.
Yeah, Grayson Ganaway came streaking across the field there and threw a block for his quarterback, and Christian Williams had no idea what was coming and took him out. In the 90s, we just call that good blocking, but nowadays trying to keep the kids a little safer, and they
it's a blindside block.
They throw the flag nowadays.
So you're supposed to, if you're going backwards, that's usually not a good sign that you're cracking back on a defender, and that's what the Cardinals were guilty of there. So now it'll be 3rd and 14 for the Cardinals. See what Coach McFarland draws up. Johnson back to throw. Johnson will not escape the rush this time, as 2 defenders in there for Lebanon sack him. A timeout called. Quentin Hendricks in there on the stop. And with 1:48 left, the Yellow Jackets call a timeout on 4th down coming up. We'll keep it here.
Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, 417-673-1242 or online at RoderickInsuranceAgency.com. And Glitz and Curves Boutique is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. You can learn more about them and their products offered on their Facebook page. Glitz and Curves Boutique, a backer of the Webb City Cardinals. Make sure you stay tuned after tonight's game for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. You can also check out our live scoreboard during the game or go to KNEO and get the latest scores from games around the area as they are happening. And speaking of those games that are happening, Carthage with a 29-0 lead over Waynesville. Ozark 17-7 over Willard. It's Nixa 21, Republic 6. Joplin 14-0 over Kickapoo, and Glendale and Neosho knotted at 7.
Colton Rickman kicks it away. It'll take a bounce, and a Cardinal bounce at that, as the return man for the Yellow Jackets let it go. It goes all the way down to about the 14-yard line. And Evan Ogle let that one go. I think his coach would have rather he maybe tried to get under it. 1:35 left, and the Cardinals at least flipped the field on the punt after some mistakes on the offensive end after a couple of big gains. Gave it back on penalties, but now the defense has to hold with 1:35, and we'll see if the Yellow Jackets become any more of a passing offense with 1:35 or just stay with that running game. York under center. Braden Christian in the backfield. 2 receivers left and right. And a keep this time by York. He stopped near the 19-yard line. Bring up 2nd. And we'll call it 6. Clock running 1:17. York barks out the call. Gives it to Braden Christian. He is stuffed at the 20-yard line for about a 1-yard gain. And I don't think head coach Will Christian's looking to open this one up. Under a minute to go now. See if the Cardinals want to use a timeout here if they get a stop on 3rd down. But the play clock, they'll have to snap it. 15 seconds on the play clock. Yellow Jackets walking it up slowly. 37 seconds on the clock. 9 on the play clock. York, the give to Braden Christian, and he'll pick up the 1st down this time. Clock will stop long enough for them to mark the football at the 31-yard line. 24 seconds. Now they wind the clock. And the Yellow Jackets do not have to run a play if they don't want to. York looking at his sideline. And I believe they're going to let the time expire in this first half. At the end of the first half, it's the Webb City Cardinals 7, the Lebanon Yellow Jackets nothing. We'll come back with our halftime show brought to you by Simpson Funeral Home. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout. Back with our halftime show after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Cool School Shop is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. Located at 100 South Main Street, Suite A in Webb City, they offer custom screen printing on school sports apparel like t-shirts and hoodies, and offer embroidery services and custom-made jerseys. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. The Cool School Shop in Webb City, 417-673-3720, or online at coolschoolshop.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Simpson Funeral Home has been serving the local area for over 100 years and is happy to serve local families during their time of need. With 2 locations, 400 West Doherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction, owners Austin and Amanda Simpson and their licensed staff can be reached at 417-673-2411. Simpson Funeral Home, a proud backer of the Webb City Cardinals.
Proud to be a part of our local communities is BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, serving the 4-state area for over 60 years with locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma. They specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electrical projects in the 4-state area. For employment or company information, their website is beijoplin.com or 417-624-6660. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome to the KNEO Sports Network Halftime Show. The Cardinal Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome to another edition of the Cardinal Minute. I'm Justin Boudreau, and we're joined by head cross country and track coach Dustin Miller. Dustin, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, Justin. I appreciate it.
So we are a couple weeks into school here, so practices I know have been rolling all through the summer. You guys have been preparing. I know you got a big meet this weekend. Talk to us a little bit about that. I know it's a meet that you've been working hard to get your kids to. Tell us about this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We're constantly looking for new challenges, new meets, just to see different people. And last spring, I started thinking about the Memphis Twilight. We saw West Plains go there last year and have some success. And so I worked it out with admin. They were gracious enough to give us the opportunity to go. And so we take off Saturday morning, and we'll be home early Sunday morning and get to run at 8 and 8:40 p.m. in Memphis.
Nice. And always good to get out of the immediate area a little bit, but I know you're excited about some of the talent that's coming back into this squad. Talk to us a little bit about, on the boys and girls side, the teams we can see out on the course this year.
Absolutely. On the guys' side, we didn't graduate any of our top returning varsity athletes, and on the ladies' side, we graduated a senior, great leader, but was about our number 8. So we returned both full varsity squads and have a lot of experience and leadership that we've acquired over the years. So excited to see how we progress this season.
Well, I know it's always exciting once fall hits. You feel like you've been training and running all summer for this moment. So excited to see what you guys continue to do. Excited to watch the program continue to build. I know since you've been here, it's been a steady progression. Still waiting to see what the district and class line out will be for you guys, but hopefully going to continue to compete as the season rolls along.
Yeah, certainly. If we're blessed enough to be in Class 4, we should be competing for some hardware. And if we're stuck in Class 5 again, then we'll do our best to get both teams to state and see if we can have a solid showing.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Coach. We appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to the Cardinal Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is proud to sponsor local high school sports on KNEO. Sports Director Michael Amami and sports reporters Ryan Bunale and Cam Isimone have interviews, scores, and highlights weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report covers events from high school athletics to Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State and local community colleges. Proud to support local high school sports.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
Welcome to another Health Minute here on KNEO. Adam Winkler here with you, joined by Doug Ashton. He is a trainer with Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And Doug, today's topic is, what are some of the common causes of lower back pain in athletes?
One of the first things that you kind of look at with low back pain, a lot of kids don't realize that when they play or are active is they don't take enough time to stretch. They get out and are very, very active, but they get tight. And what happens is they grow. A lot of times they go through a growth spurt. And when they grow, they don't stretch enough. And, the bones grow faster than the muscles do, and then they get tight. And so they just think, I don't need to stretch, and they don't realize that stretching is so vital. And when they don't stretch, it's usually the back side of their thighs, which are the hamstrings. Those hamstrings get super tight, and when they do that, they utilize. When those hamstrings are tight, they use more of the back than they do the hamstrings, and when they're not stretched, the back takes more of the brunt. So the back gets that ability or that movement, the back gets all of that draw. So the back it's basically the bad guy gets all of the hard work rather than the legs for some reason. And so instead of the hamstrings getting all the pull, the back gets all the pull. So that's why you see lower back pain with a lot of those injuries seeming than it is the hamstrings. But the legs get a lot of work too. So usually those kids respond pretty well, but it's just a matter of showing them what to do or how to do that, and they come out of that pretty well and pretty quickly as long as they're shown what to do. But that's usually the case. There is other situations where other types of injuries can occur, but it's a matter of identifying and evaluating them correctly and showing them what to do. And if it seems like it's something that's not going to correct in a quick amount of time, or it's going to be something that's going to linger, or it's something that's going to go on for a longer period of time, it may need further evaluation, it may need follow-up with the physician, it may need x-rays, something of that nature, then we definitely want to get follow-up care for them.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride. At Missouri Southern State University.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill at 1804 Rangeline in Joplin is proud to support local high school sports. They offer a variety of meat, stir-fry ingredients, and signature sauces that are then grilled together. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill is open Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers dine-in eating, curbside pickup, plus delivery through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. More information online at hoohot.com.
Webb City Cardinal fans, Express RX of Webb City is located at 101 West Doherty and is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 9 to 1. They offer services such as pill packaging, plus prescription delivery or drive-through. They also have a mobile app where customers can manage their prescriptions and refills. Express RX of Webb City, 417-392-6039. Go Cardinals!
This portion of Cardinal Athletics is sponsored by Reeves Tire and Automotive. Serving the area since 1978, they specialize in automotive services such as brake repair, wheel alignments, plus steering and suspension systems. Reeves Tire and Automotive with 3 locations, 806 East 7th Street in Joplin, 1613 South Madison in Webb City, and at 2504 Grand Avenue in Carthage. Online at reevestire.com.
KNEO would like to thank Papa John's Pizza in Webb City for sponsoring this portion of the game. They are proud supporters of the Webb City Cardinals and offer delivery and carry-out services on a variety of pizzas, as well as breadsticks and wings. Located in the City Point Shopping Center in Webb City and open 7 days a week. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or for a complete menu or online ordering, their website is papajohns.com.
Career or just a career in general? What are some of those aspects of that you guys are trying to build on?
Yeah, so there are various pieces right now. This month we're talking about coachability, right? When you go into the workforce or you go into college and maybe things don't come as easy as they used to you, that you can take feedback and grow from that feedback and be able to be better the next day than you were the day prior. And that's kind of one of our goals we talked about at opening meetings with teachers too, right? Win the moment, every moment. Try to be better the next time than you are the last time. And we're going to make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're all humans. But do we learn from that and do we get better at what we're trying to do? And that's what we want to instill in our kids.
No better showcase of that than all the extracurricular activities that these students are involved in as well. And I know you see the whole gamut of it, from football on a Friday night to soccer to softball to everything in between, band and choir. It's got to put a thrill for you just to see all the different things that kids are willing to participate in.
Oh, absolutely. I love the kickoff of the school year because you're not only getting students back after summer break, but you're also getting the opportunity to watch them in these extracurricular activities. And our kids are just amazing. They're talented, they're gifted, they work hard, and it's a lot of hard work to do those after-school activities. And we expect that in the classroom as well, and they step up to the plate every time.
Well, we always look forward to the first of the year visit with the superintendent and with you in particular. Keep up the good work, and thanks for sharing a little bit of the Cardinals playbook with us tonight.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. Go Webb City.
And that'll do it for this edition of Inside the Cardinals Playbook. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with head coach Ryan McFarland after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the four-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the four-state area. Learn more information online at BEIJoplin.com. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Cardinals defense on the field for 33 plays. Cardinal offense for 12. Big difference probably in this ballgame, just time of possession, and Cardinals making some miscues when they had the ball last.
Yeah, Cardinals have had the ball for a third of the time that the Lebanon Yellow Jackets have had the ball. Lebanon 18 minutes at time of possession. Cardinals right at the 6-minute mark. So obviously the easy note there, you got to have the ball to score the ball, and Cardinals scored with it when they had the ball, but Lebanon able to sustain long drives. Fortunately for the Cardinals, able to keep them out of the end zone. You want to continue to see that in the second half, but in the second half, you got to get your offense on the field more, and obviously you love the home run play as well, but can you start to wear down this Lebanon team a little bit, keep the offense off the field, start to give your defense a chance to catch their breath and continue to shut down a Lebanon team that, for the most part, has had their way with this Cardinal defense, but the Cardinal defense has had that bend but don't break mentality and is able to get the stops when they needed them. As the Lebanon Yellow Jackets have taken the field for the second half, Cardinals making their way down the hill. While we got a second here, tell you about some of our sponsors. Missouri Southern State University, Snodgrass Collision Center, Who Hot Mongolian Grill. Halftime show presented by Simpson Funeral Home, 4W Metal Supply, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Crowder College, also proud sponsors of tonight's ball game. Another proud sponsor of local high school athletics is Missouri State Representative Bob Bromley. He's honored to serve the citizens of the 162nd District, including the towns of Carl Junction and Webb City. State Representative Bob Bromley would like to congratulate all the area teams on their hard work.
Cardinals making their way back down the field, and we'll be joined here by head coach Ryan McFarland in just a moment. See what kind of halftime adjustments the Cardinals are looking to make, as Cardinal fans excited to be here, but they want to see a little more offense, no doubt, as the Cardinals will get the football first to start this second half. Remember, the Cardinals tried an onside kick to start the ball game, just unable to execute it properly. You would expect Lebanon to probably try to pin the Cardinals deep to start this second half, and we await head coach Ryan McFarland, oftentimes last guy out of the locker room. Justin, tell us about a couple more of our sponsors as we await.
Johnson Real Estate and Consulting and Keller Williams Realty have been serving the real estate needs of our local communities for over 20 years. For all your real estate needs, call Steve Johnson at 417-850-7391 or Dustin Johnson at 417-291-7706. Proud supporters of the Cardinals. Paint Chips and Glitter Boutique at 110 West Broadway in Webb City is open Tuesday through Thursday, 10:30 to 5:30, Fridays 10:30 to 5, and Saturday 10 to 3, offering ladies clothing, jewelry, accessories, and more. They also carry Webb City shirts, accessories, and other spirit wear as well. Learn more online at www.pcgboutique.com. Proud to support the Cardinals.
Cardinals doing some warm-ups here as we approach the 3-minute mark before the start of the second half, and as we said, Coach McFarland making his way towards us, making sure he's got all his guys ready to go here to start the second half. Yeah, we're just looking over the stats here from Mike Miller. As you said, very few carries for the Cardinals overall, but they did have 111 yards to 102 for the Yellow Jackets, and here is head coach Ryan McFarland. Coach, it was a battle of possession, 12 plays for your offense, 33 for them. What'd you talk about at halftime?
Yeah, that's what we were afraid of coming in the game. We can't let them hold on to the ball. Offensively, I thought we've been real explosive, which we wanted to do. We just got too many. I think we got 3 penalties that have kind of ruined drives. We fumble the ball because, an offensive lineman steps with the wrong foot, lets a guy through. So we're kind of just killing ourselves right now. The good thing is we get the ball here at half, and hopefully we clean some stuff up at halftime.
What's the biggest thing you want to see out of your guys overall in the second half?
Our defense needs to keep doing what they're doing. Probably giving up too much on third downs. We talked about, just being aware of third down situations. Offensively, we just, we can't make that one mistake, okay? And I think we might have lost more yards on penalties or runs from penalties than we have on offense, but we'll get it fixed here. We get the ball, so if we get a 2-score lead here, it's going to put some pressure on Lebanon to do something.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
And Justin, we'll make it head your way as let's take a 1-minute break, come back with our second half kickoff after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
4W Metal Building Supply. You've probably seen us. We're the company that provides red iron and post frame buildings, siding, garage doors, and more. Bring your plans or pictures. We'll help from start to finish. Call or come by.
At 4W.
And we welcome you back here, John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium. Your Webb City Cardinals lead at 7-0 as we head into the third quarter. Your halftime show there brought to you by Simpson Funeral Home. Webb City Cardinals set to receive the second half kickoff from the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Cardinals back to receive. Gabe Johnson and Abel Getz. And look like Talon Hayslip on the far side there for the Cardinals, kicking for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. We'll get a number here when he turns. Look like number 42, Rhett Rhodes. Cardinals are ready to get this second half started. As we mentioned, Cardinals did some nice things offensively, but when you only have the ball for 6 minutes of the 24 allotted there, it's hard to do a whole lot offensively. Rhett will kick the ball deep.
Should give Johnson a chance. He gets it at the 12, to the 15, to the 22. And the ball's out, and the Yellow Jackets have it, and they'll walk in for a score. Unless Johnson was down,
I think
Joe Simons picked it up and ran it in for the score. And a disastrous start for the Cardinals in this second half.
Well, I think when he got spun around, he lost his bearings a little bit. Ball was hanging out, and it just slipped out of his hand.
Boy, you talk about ball security. A mistake there, as he had a lane for a while, but the Yellow Jackets closed on him quick, and now an extra point to come to try to tie this one up, and not what the Cardinals had in mind when they were talking about adjustments in the locker room. Rhodes on to kick the extra point, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 7 with 11:51 left here in the third quarter. It's the Webb City Cardinals 7, the Lebanon Yellow Jackets 7. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Rhodes set to kick off after the scoop and score on the fumbled kickoff return. And this one will go to about the 6-yard line. Johnson with it again to the 20. Gets a seam to the 30 and down near the 31-yard line. The Cardinal offense will have good starting position on this second possession of the half. And Johnson, no doubt, determined to not only hang on to the football, but put his offense in some positive yardage situation. Holden Johnson brings the play in from the sidelines. Johnny Davis, our referee, winds the play clock. We're knotted at 7 here with 11:45 left in the third quarter, and now the Cardinals know it's a battle royal. Cardinals shift from left to right. Johnson on the give, on the dive that time, and they stand up. Williams, I believe it was. May have run a little high with the football that time, Justin. It looks like he not in that leaning position. You kind of want your running back tucking that ball and get a little bit of a forward lean to you to get through that line. Williams and Hurd in the backfield. Behind Johnson, under center. 2 receivers right. He dropped the football on the snap and fortunate to cover it before 3 Yellow Jackets were about to pile on top of him. Another unforced mistake there on the Cardinals. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. And we'll see what the Cardinals want to do here. These are just the basics, and you talked about first game jitters, Justin. Got to be past that now that you're into the second half. They'll bring in Trey Turner and Holden Johnson at receiver for this 3rd and 8 play. They'll both line up on the left side. In the slot is Hurd. Rolling left is Johnson. Got a receiver long and knocked away from Johnson. Needed to lead him just a little farther, especially with Holden Johnson's length. Boy, you'd like to see him put that up high and over the top of the defender, but knocked away, brings up 4th and 8, and likely a punting situation for the Cardinals.
Yeah, comparatively there, Isaac Kelm on the coverage, 5'8". We talk about Holden Johnson at 6'3", so put a little air under that thing. Let Holden Johnson go get it. He's going to win that jump ball. That time just floated a little bit and gave the athletic Kelm a chance to get under it. Punt is away. It's a booming punt up and over the lights.
Ogle back, a fair catch near the 25-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will have it there, 1st and 10, and they'll send their offense back out there. Didn't have a prolific first half scoring-wise, talking about the Yellow Jackets, but they were playing a good game of keep away from the Cardinals in that first half. You mentioned that time of possession totally in their favor, 18-6 minutes. Handoff to Braden Christian. He'll scoot ahead for a couple of yards as York continues at quarterback, the 6-foot, 170-pound junior for the Yellow Jackets. Started 8 games last year. You can see he's a lot more comfortable in this offense now. 2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 29. York under center. Single back is Christian. He'll come up the gap over that left side. Straight ahead blocking that time, and he picks up a couple more. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2 yards to go from the 33-yard line. Need to get to the 35. See if Aaron David and his defensive staff have dialed up something here for a 3rd and short. 4-man front. And York coming around the left side, gets across the 35 to the 37 before he was tripped up. And he'll pick up the first down. That's a tough play for the defenders. You're trying to clog that middle, and then he just immediately escapes to his left.
Download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. Listen to Webb City Cardinals on your smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play the KNEO Sports Network.
1st and 10 from the 38 for the Yellow Jackets. 8:36 left into 3rd. And the keeper by York. He's got room to run. He's around the right side. Still going. Got a blocker out in front. And still going and into the end zone. Cardinals had a chance to tackle him at the 25, at the 15, and he just kept breaking tackles. But it was the misdirection that time on the play that really opened that up for York, Justin. They send everybody like they're coming left, and it's a quarterback counter. He goes back to his right, and then when he broke free, you could see his speed and his power. And Yellow Jackets take the lead with an extra point from Rhodes to come. And a run of extra man on late do the Yellow Jackets. Needed a left end. The kick is up, and the kick is good. With 8:19 left here in the third quarter, the Yellow Jackets lead the Cardinals 14-7. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
John Roderick Field. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau. Roberta Foster back at our studios. Drew Woodmancy running the cameras. 14-7, the Yellow Jackets lead, and the kickoff, a short one this time, picked up by the Cardinals. Abel Getz. He'll get it out to near the 40, but a late flag. Is that going to be another blindside block?
Well, Gabe Johnson came in a little late after the whistle had blown, threw a block into a guy on the sideline there. We've got a Yellow Jacket down. Looks like number 0, Ty Allen, the 5'9" sophomore.
While we wait for them to attend to him, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break. And as they attend to the injured player, back here in 30 seconds, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium. Young man for the Yellow Jackets being helped to his feet by a couple of the trainers from each side. This is when you just become neutral and you're rooting for the young man's health. They'll carry him off the field, some kind of leg injury. We won't speculate. It'll be Cardinal football, but instead of having it near the 45, they'll start at their own 33-yard line. And now some additional help to carry Ty Alley off the field, the 5'9", 195-pound sophomore. And just praying for the best for that young man right now. Penalties mounting up for the Cardinals in that first half, but a couple more here early in the second. Now Gabe Johnson will lead his offense back out there. Tight ends flip left to right. And a give from Johnson to Hurd. Gets a nice hole. Picks up close to 5 yards there. They'll mark him down near the 38-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 5 here. I feel like you just need one of those kind of drives, Justin, not only to play keep away, just to get some confidence offensively. Coach Mack said, we think we can get explosive plays, but maybe just about taking care of the football here. Gus Carnes flips right to left. And Johnson again had trouble with the snap, then was able to give it to Williams. He'll be a yard short of the first down. And that's a relationship that has to get solidified right there, talking about that center quarterback exchange. Third and 1 now for the Cardinals from the 42. And the give to Williams. He'll get over the right side, pick up the first down at about the 46-yard line. And Cardinals starting to gain some confidence on these last couple of plays and just need to settle in.
5-Star Food Equipment would like to let the Cardinals know they are proud of them, offering over 300 brands of food equipment and supplies, parts, and services to Joplin in the surrounding area. 5-Star Food Equipment, 417-624-1100. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals on KNEO.
Johnson and Robinson line up left. This time a straight give up the middle to Mason Williams. And he got low, stayed low, and picked up a nice chunk there, about 6 yards. Call it 2nd and 4 here from the 48. Nice methodical drive for the Cardinals. This time Barrett Weller over on that left side. And Johnson wants to throw. He's got Turner by himself down the right side. And in and out of his hands. And again, a couple of these receivers like Turner and Johnson, Justin, I'm not sure you can throw it high enough, far enough. Let them run under it. That time the defender able to get there late. As Turner tried to corral it with his right hand when he brought it in, the defender knocked it away, but I don't mind the attempt on 2nd and 4. Now it's 3rd and 4. 6:03 left here in the third. Yellow Jackets lead at 14-7. To give to, looks like Getz that time. And he'll pick up about 4 yards. It's going to be 4th and be a short 2 here. Cardinals back up on the line. Johnson on the give to Getz. He'll get to the 42-yard line. Should be a first down for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's all you needed there. Great job of the Cardinals going quick. Looking to go a quick huddle here. Again, try to stop this Lebanon Yellow Jacket defensive personnel from shifting.
Yeah, Cardinals using the signboards on the sideline, calling the plays quick, trying to keep the Yellow Jackets off balance. Mason Williams busts through the line that time, and he was a broken tackle away from taking that one to the house on the quick give. Johnson relays the call to his backs. And this time play action. Turner all by himself. And he wanted a flag on the takeoff. The corner clearly held Turner, but I think you got to just run to the post that time and let Gabe Johnson lay it out there for you. Turner just coming back to football this year after being out. But he's got all the athleticism and speed you would want. You expect that connection to get better as the season wears on, Justin.
Yeah, you'll see that relationship grow.
Oh, they did call a penalty there. So it will be a first down. They get the flag after all. So 1st and 10 now. The ball moved up to the 31-yard line. Yeah, that was a penalty-saving play for the Yellow Jackets. And the quick give to Getz up the middle. He spins and turns, gets a couple of yards to about the 28 8-yard line.
Cardinals again looking to go hurry up.
Yeah, this tempo seems to have ignited the Cardinals a bit and maybe keeping the Yellow Jackets from substituting as well. Johnson under center. And a handoff. Gets weaving his way through. Didn't have the blockers he needed that time as the Yellow Jackets loaded up their left side. Able to get the stop. It'll bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. From the 26-yard line. No doubt 4-down territory for the Cardinals, trailing by 7 with 4:07 left here in the 3rd quarter. Trey Turner and Barrett Weller bring in the play for the Cardinals. They'll line up on the right side. There's Getz off the right side, has a 1st down and more. Finally tackled near the 10-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 12, I believe. That time you use those wide receivers as lead blockers, Justin, open up that right side zone play for Getz, and he's running well right now.
Yeah, offensive line does their job, allows him to get to the 2nd level where his wide receivers are doing the work for him.
1st and 10 from the 12, and this time Johnson being dragged forward, still going, down near the 1-yard line, and he's just short of the end zone. They'll get up there quick and try to pound this one in.
Cale Chrisman pulling him along, trying to get him across the end line there.
1st and goal from the 1. Johnson under center, straight ahead, blocking. He's in for the touchdown. And the Cardinals an extra point away from tying this one with 3:21 left here in the 3rd quarter. A good drive by the Cardinals, and kind of that traditional Webb City Cardinal drive that just takes the kickoff and marches at 69 yards down the field.
Well, and that's the response you wanted after the miscues that led to the touchdown for the Lebanon Yellow Jackets off the opening kickoff, and then the penalties that we saw ensue on the following drive. Cardinals able to punch it down and get a
Strickland
score.
holds. Castro's kick is up and good, and we're tied at 14 with 3:21 left here in the 3rd. We'll take a timeout. Back here with more Cardinal football after this. You're listening to Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back in 1 minute.
4W Metal Building Supply. You've probably seen us. We're the company that provides red iron and post frame buildings, siding, garage doors, and more. Bring your plans or pictures. We'll help from start to finish. Call or come by.
At 4W.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. We're tied at 14 here with 3:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Diego Aldrete ready to kick it off for the Cardinals. Left-footed kicker. He'll punch this one down near the 13-yard line. Drop there. And now the Cardinals chasing the ball carrier back inside the 10. He turns the corner on the right side, gets out to the 22, and a late flag there. We'll see if that's a block in the back or some kind of hold. Eric Nichols, the ball carrier that time. Johnny Davis, our referee, trailing the play through the flag. And we'll see if this backs him up. It will. See how far back they go here from the 23-yard line where he was tackled. And this will start the Yellow Jackets deep in their own territory, about where he caught the football originally, near the 13-yard line. And Justin, now's the time for your defense to make another one of those stands here. You've had some good rest on the sideline. Got the second half adjustments in. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their 13.
And Mason Williams talking to Coach David. You wonder if not going to see him back at his old linebacker position here as the Cardinals need a stop deep inside Lebanon territory. They pitch it out wide. Just a minimal gain there, if anything, as the Cardinals read it well and contained him on the outside. Not sure who made the tackle. A few Cardinals over there.
York running to the sideline to get the next play. They pick up a couple, or just about a yard. 2nd and 9 now from the 14. Cardinals, good pursuit of the football there, but just got to make sure you're taking care of your assignment. York under center. And he keeps it this time after the fake to Braden Christian, and he'll pick up decent yardage there near the first down. We'll see if they give it to him. It will be a first down at the 24-yard line. Now they'll move the chains.
Cool School Shop, Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, Nick Myers CPA, all proud sponsors of tonight's ball game.
Long count by York and a quick give on the dive, and Cardinals busted through that time. Anytime you can just knife through that initial block, got a chance to stop some of this, because some of this option action takes a little while to develop at times. Cardinals stuffed it there. 2nd and 10 from the 24. Minute 40 to go in the third. We're tied at 14. And the Cardinals, let's see if that's a motion penalty or going to be encroachment on the Cardinals. Be 5 yards. And that's exactly what that fake orbit motion is supposed to do.
Yeah, they start to send that guy, see if you're going to bite with him, and that time the Cardinals did there on the edge. And the encroachment penalty gives them a 5-yard advance. 2nd and 5 now, 29-yard line are the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
York back under center. And he wants to throw, looking to his left, and a receiver there caught. And that's Joe Simons. Had 2 Cardinals on him. Just a better throw that time by York. Put it over the shoulder, and Simons comes down with it.
Yeah, he put that ball where only his receiver could go get it. The Cardinals on the play were trailing things, so they couldn't get enough leverage to get over the top of the receiver, and the Yellow Jackets advance into Cardinal territory. Ball at the 41-yard line as the clock continues to wind under a minute here in the third.
York has his ball club to the 41. A quick give this time to Braden Christian across the 40 to the 38-yard line. To bring up 2nd and 7. Cardinal defense looking for some kind of stop, but it's been tough sledding against this option offense of the Yellow Jackets. Cardinals show a 3-man line. Now back out. Now they show pressure, trying to float everybody around to confuse the Yellow Jackets. York rolls to his right, being chased, tripped up, and a nice play from behind that time made by Gavin Stodgel. Got him by the ankles. He made a couple more yards.
He's
and
down
York
after.
is down, may have rolled his ankle as he finished that play, but what a play by Stodgel.
Yeah, great job there. You see the athleticism from Stodgel, just diving, reaching out, able to clip an ankle, and then as he went down, I think York caught some So maybe some helmets that were diving or a knee or something of somebody coming down. He's in a lot of pain right now. Seeing him kind of shake that leg around. They've got his helmet off as well.
They have a backup quarterback. The senior is Weston McKinney. We saw him for a couple of plays in that first half. But all the concern right now is about Beckett York, the 6', 170-pound junior quarterback who's led the Yellow Jackets throughout the night. He's up and walking around.
Yeah, he's feeling that ankle out.
He's trying to test it. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. We go to the fourth. We're tied at 14, but we'll take a break here and come back in 1 minute. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Well, we start the fourth quarter. Yellow Jackets, York back in there at quarterback, and they nearly had him sacked. And then in lieu of that, one of his linemen ended up committing a rather egregious holding. And right in front of our referee, Johnny Davis. The pass was complete down near the 20-yard line, but this one will be called back, and it'll move the Yellow Jackets back and now bring up a 3rd and 17 from the 47-yard line of the Cardinals. It may be 4-down territory, but we'll see. Cardinals had a great initial rush that time, got right in York's face. 3rd and 16. Orbit motion. York wants to throw down the field and caught near the 25-yard line for a first down. That ball perfectly placed and a better route even that time.
Well, he did a nice job of finding the hole in the zone that time and then just sat there and waited for York to find him. Cardinals unable to get there just a tad late. Great protection there from the Yellow Jacket offensive line. Now the Cardinals see if they can make another stand as the Yellow Jacket continues to advance inside the 30 now.
1st and 10 from the 26. York keeps it, goes around the left side. Ball came loose. Cardinals have it. To the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and touchdown. And that's Bryson Bard, the linebacker, with the scoop and score for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals take the lead on an outstanding hit at the point of attack, Justin.
Yeah,
and then Bard off to the races.
Not sure who it was. It looked like it happened in slow motion. Look, York almost just laid the ball on the turf, and Bard said, "I'll take that." And then he had a whole host of Cardinals in front of him, a sea of red. You can hear the coaches yelling in the booth, "Here is get away, no block in the back. We don't need any penalties coming away." Bard
had so much green grass to run to. He didn't need any blockers. Now the Cardinals trying to get on their extra point unit. And Castro on. Strickland on as the holder. Just when it looked like the Cardinals were not going to be able to stop the Yellow Jackets on that drive, they come up with a huge defensive play. Snap to Strickland. Kick is up. And the kick is good. And with 10:50 left in the fourth quarter, the Cardinals take the lead back 21-14. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back here with more after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Pumped up right now after the Cardinals score a defensive touchdown. Now lead at 21-14 with 10:50 left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they say the best offense is a good defense. You see it there is the Cardinals defense picking up the slack, and Diego Aldrete sends it deep over the returner's head. He touched it, though. The ball is in the end zone.
It's a muff. It's a muff. He didn't control it in the field of play, so it'll come back to the 20-yard line as the ball carried on into the end zone. And even though the offense didn't get to contribute on that touchdown, this defense is that much more fired up. And we talked about this earlier. When you have experienced players, you can use them in key situations. And now here in this fourth quarter, you're going to see Mason Williams in there playing some defense, and nobody likes to lay the wood like Mason Williams. He'll play a strong safety position.
Well, we saw him talking to Coach David before that last series. Now they throw him out there to solidify this defense a little bit. York will look to pass. He rolls out to his left. He's being chased by Cardinals, and he's being brought down. A no gain there as the Cardinals kept him in pursuit. And for a righty, it's hard to get that shoulder back across and throw against your body. Cardinals kept pushing him to his own sideline, and he's unable to get the throw off. Cardinals stop him for a no gain.
Yeah, nice job in coverage as well. Cardinals able to get the sack, although it's officially a none yards play. York back under center, 2nd and 10 from the 20. And a little pitch this time, but Cardinals not fooled at all. And the aforementioned Mason Williams standing there on that left side, guarding against that wide pitch that would come on the misdirection, and made the tackle. And that time it was a loss of 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 12.
Well, and that's where you talk about having an experienced guy like Mason Williams out there. We've seen the misdirection and the movement and the motion all night long. That time Mason Williams says, I'm not fooled by it. I'm going to wait here. And he makes the play, puts him in a 3rd and long, a down and distance we haven't seen Lebanon have to deal with in this ball game.
Shoemaker and Simons at receiver. York wants to find one of them, and it's Simons over here near the sideline. Shoemaker over here with the catch. And he does pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Just a nice little out route that time, and that time York was rolling to his right, the more comfortable way for a righty to roll to. But, boy, Simons and Shoemaker have shown they've got good hands, and kind of surprised at times they're not going to the passing game more. They trail by 7 to the Yellow Jackets. Cardinals lead at 21-14, 9:18 left. York keeps it around the left side, and then he is submarine. The ball's out again.
He might have been down.
And we see the hand up by the 2 line judges, meaning we're going to the next down.
Cardinal defense tried to sell it. They had the ball in the air, but Not going to fool these officials. They saw the knee down before the ball popped out, and York and company will live to fight another day. A 2nd and 6 now.
And one of the Cardinals limping off that time, Carson Myers. So Mason Williams back in there at safety. It's 2nd and 6 from the 38. Yellow Jackets, York under center. And a give this time over the left side, tackled for a loss. What an outstanding tackle that time by Barrick Hoffman, the 5'11", 173-pound junior. He just followed that back around the edge. He was not fooled. Evan Ogle didn't know what hit him.
Some updated COC scores. Carthage with a 50-8 lead over Waynesville. It's 28-14 Nixa over Republic. 31-19 Ozark over Willard. Neosho with a 24-14 lead over Glendale.
A 3rd and 9 here for the Yellow Jackets. Cardinals would like to pin them back. Play action. York with all kinds of time now throws it on a crossing route. He finds his receiver, Joe Simons, and that's how you beat that zone sometimes. You send a crosser. Simons just right at the first down marker. They're going to give it to him at the 44-yard line. As he got just enough for the first down. Cardinals had a good initial rush on York, but boy, you got to have 2 guys chasing him from each side. 1st and 10 from the 44. York barks out the count. And a little misdirection again, this time to Ogle again. On that little late pitch motion, they fake it to the dive back, Braden Christian. Then coming around right to left with the orbit motion-like look. Give it to Ogle, and he trying to pick up and lay him down. He picked up 8 that time. 2nd and 2 from the 48. Cardinals defense looking for another turnover or a stop. York back to throw. Now pulls it down, being chased, throws it late to Ogle, but he dropped the football. It'll bring up 3rd and 2 from the 48. Cardinals having to substitute freely on that defensive line right now as they chasing York a little more than what they were having to do earlier in this ball game when the Yellow Jackets were just handing the ball off.
Well, now you're asking your secondary to play as well, because as York gets out of the pocket, he's going to be able to have some freedom to look downfield. You got to get your guys in the secondary to stay home, stay in their coverages.
York with a handoff to Braden Christian. He'll dive across the 40 near the 39. I guess knee was down at the 40. He'll pick up the first down. Clock running. 6:25 left here in the fourth quarter, and the Cardinals lead it 21-14. We were tied at 7 at the half. Yellow Jackets went up by a touchdown on a muffed kickoff return. There's the give to Braden Christian again. This time he stopped after 3 yards, but Yellow Jackets got the easy go-ahead score. Cardinals came back on a long drive to tie it at 14 late in the third, and then a scoop and score by Bard has put the Cardinals ahead. Now it's 2nd and 7 from the 37. York looks to the sideline for the play call. His offensive coordinator gives him the signal. And a give that time on the dive to Braden Christian. He's their workhorse for all the dive stuff and all the up the middle running. He's gone outside a couple times and doing his damage in the middle, Justin.
Yeah, and Cardinals, for the most part, have done a good job of keeping him contained. That time he gets through, puts him in a 3rd and short situation here. Cardinals going to ask their defense to stand tall once again or create another turnover.
York under center. Braden Christian behind him at tailback. He wants to throw on play action. They're going for the end zone. And a late flag thrown by the side judge. And I think that's because the cornerback never turned around for the football. He was doing part of what you're taught, is to rip up through the hands of the receiver, but he never turned and looked for the football.
Yeah, tried
Let's
to
see
turn
if they
late.
pick up that flag or they award it. It is going to be a pass interference penalty against the Cardinals. They'll march this one all the way down to the 16-yard line, and a 1st and 10 from there for the Yellow Jackets. I may be saying something that's not heard properly by defensive coaches, but I prefer a PI over a touchdown. There's a give to Christian, racing over the left side. He'll get to near the 9-yard line. Picks up about 6-7 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 3. Cardinals looking for a stop or a turnover late on this drive. Yellow Jackets looking to punch it in for the tying score. 4:05 left in this 4th quarter. There's the give to Christian around the left side. Pounds his way inside the 5 and stopped there. It'll be 1st and goal from there for the Yellow Jackets. Cardinal defensive lineman comes up limping. Don't know if that's just leg cramps. Trying to stretch it out right now. And hang in there. 1st and goal from the 4. Last 2 gives have just been off left tackle to Braden Christian. York under center. He'll keep it this time. Dives for the goal line. Stopped near the 1. He had Braden Christian to his left that time, leading the way. And instead of pitching it, he kept it that time. But now 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Yellow Jackets. Now you start thinking about, would they consider going for 2? You wouldn't think so. 3 minutes and counting on the clock. 2nd and goal from the 1. There's the give, and in for the touchdown is Braden Christian. And the Yellow Jackets indeed get within 1, 21-20 our score with 2:48 left here in the 4th quarter. Cardinals certainly have a block team in mind on this extra point. Coach McFarland walking down to the sideline, and he's going to call a timeout. Cardinals will have 2 remaining. We'll take a 30-second break. Back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Home opener here for the Cardinals for the 2025 season against these Lebanon Yellow Jackets, who just scored after a long drive, aided by a pass interference penalty on that drive. But with the extra point to come, Coach Ryan McFarland called a timeout just to let his troops reset. And, Justin, we were talking about, can you block this extra point?
Well, and I think the Cardinals are thinking maybe they're going for two, and they are. York is out there.
York is out there. He'll go under center. Braden Christian in the backfield. Orbit motion. York wants to throw. Christian in the flat. He threw it in the ground and dropped it. He short-armed that one. He had Christian open. All he had to do was lead him, Justin. And the Cardinals hold a 1-point lead, 21-20, with 2:48 left here in the fourth quarter. A daring play there by Coach Will Christian. But maybe you feel like you didn't want to be behind with the Cardinals having 2:48 on the clock to drive one down the field. I don't know.
And what a break there for the Cardinals, because to your point, Christian was wide open there in the flat. Cardinals had dropped off, and York maybe just got a little excited and short-armed it there. Cardinals catch a break, and it looked like Christian still almost pulled it in, hits the ground first, and Cardinals escape with a no good on the 2-point conversion. Now you're talking, if you're the Lebanon Yellow Jackets, 2:48, you still have all three timeouts. If you've got enough confidence in how your defense is played, you play this one out, try to call your timeouts, and then get the football back, or do you go for it here and try to recover the onside? Cardinals, no doubt, will be talking about both of those scenarios here to their kickoff guys. Probably going to put your hands team out there just in case.
It is the hands team. You'll see Mason Williams, Braden Strickland, Mason Young, Carson Myers, Slade Hurd back deep, as deep as they're going to get anyway. Gabe Johnson at about the 25. Expecting the onside kick here. Just got to be ready to lay on the football wherever it goes. They'll kick it away. Cardinals have it at the 12 to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and tackled there. And a flag as well. Let's see if this is a penalty against the Cardinals or the Yellow Jackets.
It's on the near side here, away from any of the action.
Yeah, good job on the return that time.
And I think they're just going to pick it up. Riff puts it back in his pocket.
Is that Barrett Hoffman on the return that time, I believe?
Nope, they're going to say offsides on the Cardinals on the kickoff, so they back him up a few yards.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they can re-kick this.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do. Why not?
Well, you're just giving the Yellow Jackets another opportunity to change their mind and decide if they want to try an onside kick. Their special teams coach talking to them now. The kickoff will start from the 45 this time. Cardinals still have their hands team in there.
While we await the kickoff, ProLube Maintenance Center, Simpson Lawn Care, Dig Right Equipment Rental, Body and Soul Transformation, Simpson Funeral Home, Express RX, and Webb City, all proud sponsors of the ball game tonight. And round two, do you get risky here? Ball kicked off from the 45-yard line.
Here's the kick. A squib kick this time to the 10. And the 20 down near the 27-yard line, and they're going to get a penalty after this play on the Yellow Jackets. Someone tried to kick the Cardinal ball carrier after the fact.
Collective groan from Cardinal Nation up here, so not too subtle about it. The refs throwing flags from everywhere.
Talon Hayslip that time with the nice return, and 2:34 on the clock. 3 timeouts for the Yellow Jackets. but this one will march forward, and the Cardinals' starting position greatly improved all the way up to the 43-yard line now. And right now you're just talking about hang on to the football but pick up positive yards. And they throw the kickoff football back to the Yellow Jackets sideline. Cardinals have the football they want to start this play. And the umpire's going to make sure everybody's in position first. Gabe Johnson under center. Two backs in the backfield. And there's the give to Mason Williams over the right side to the 48-yard line near the 49 on a nice zone play to the outside, and that just allows Williams to kind of pick the hole he wants to go through.
Yeah, and continue to stretch that one out a little bit. Maybe had a window to cut it upfield, but took the safe play and kept stretching it wide.
They're not taking their timeouts yet, the Yellow Jackets. Trying to hold on here. Cardinals will milk the clock, the play clock down to 13. We're under 2 minutes now. Leading by one, 21-20. Johnson under center. A straight give this time across the 45 to the 44 and a first down. And you just love the lead blocks of his center and right guard that time, Justin, giving the room for the back Williams to run forward.
This is old school traditional Webb City football here. You're tapping the helmets of the Hogs up front and saying, guys, take us home here. Minute 35 and counting. As we mentioned, Lebanon still with all three timeouts. Going to continue to let the clock wind, though, as the Cardinals have picked up a first down. So now calling your timeouts starts to be futile. We'll see if the Cardinals can do it again and put this game on ice.
1st and 10 from the 43. Johnson keeps it this time around the left edge. He needs to stay in bounds. He will. Picks up about 8.5 yards there near the 35-yard line, rather. And this time a timeout is called by the Yellow Jackets. We'll take it with you. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Johnson fakes it now, goes over the left side. He's all by himself to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. The Cardinals ran a great misdirection that time as Johnson stepped inside off the fake and then jumped to the outside. Nobody there. He had one man to beat, Justin, and you'll take those odds any day for Gabe Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely. Once he gets to the edge there, not many guys, if any, are going to catch him. At this level, he saw his crease, and he took it and puts this game away.
Cardinals an extra point away from taking an 8-point advantage. Castro on. Strickland the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 58.8 seconds left, the Cardinals lead it 28-20 over the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. We'll take a 1-minute timeout back here. More after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
None of us wants our most secret conversations revealed. We don't want the curtain pulled back on things we've said over the phone, yet God knows every word we say and every thought we think. The Bible tells us the secrets we've whispered in the dark will someday be proclaimed for all to hear. On that day, we will each be held accountable. However, Jesus died to help us, to purge the record of every person who asks Him for forgiveness. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. John Roderick Field. Hope you've stuck around for this one. It's been a barn burner. The Cardinals led 21-20 with just over 2 minutes, and on a nice run by Johnson, able to score. But now a short kickoff gives the ball to the Yellow Jackets at their own 40, with the Cardinals leading 28-20 and 56 seconds left. And this one's not over yet, Justin. You've got to play some defense right now.
Yeah, just a one-score game, 28-20. And after the onside kick, the Cardinals give the Yellow Jackets decent field position. The 41-yard line is where Lebanon will start.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's supposed to be a deep squib that just went right into the shins of the Yellow Jackets up men, and they were able to dive on it. York under center. Christian in the backfield. Play action. Looking for Ogle to his left. Now escapes, and he's sacked. Sacked from behind, and once again, the Cardinals' Ethan Keller comes up with a huge play. And the Yellow Jackets will use their second timeout. We'll keep it here as we tell you about some more of our sponsors.
Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools. Located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, it specializes in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repairs. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game. And make sure you stay tuned after tonight's game for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. You can also check out our live scoreboard during the game. Go to kneo.org and get the latest scores from games around the area as they are happening.
The Cardinals defense gets a sack, and they'd love one or two more plays like that, knowing they've got to play some pass defense right now. The guys on the line, it'd be a three-man rush for the Cardinals. York back in there, still operating under center with Braden Christian behind him. Trevor Laughlin at one end. There's a throw, and over the top of a couple of Cardinals, and sliding out of bounds was the receiver. And then it looks like he rolled his ankle as he got to the sideline. They're going to give an official's timeout here.
Yeah, the slide looked a little awkward. I think his ankle got caught underneath him as he went to try to get himself out of bounds.
42 seconds left. And we'll keep it here as they attend to the young man. They stopped the clock because he did go out of bounds after the catch. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. Back here with more Cardinal football after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year.
Roberta Foster back at our studios. Master Controls, Drew Woodmansey on the camera for us throughout the evening, giving you some of the beautiful pictures here on opening night. Cardinals have 42 seconds to hold on to this 28-20 lead. And Yellow Jackets back in there. York under center. Cardinals playing a cover 4 and a 3-man rush and trying to cover anybody that comes out. And they dropped the football on the snap. York fell on it, but it'll bring up third down. And more importantly, I think he's got to burn his last time out. We'll take another 30-second break. Cardinals leading 28-20. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
Cardinal Stadium. Cardinals lead at 28-20 with 36.9 seconds left. It's a 4th and 2 for the Yellow Jackets as they bobbled the snap on third down. And it's not the yardage that you're worried about if you're the Yellow Jackets. They're out of timeouts. But let's see if they run this quick and then try to spike the football after they get a first down. Cardinals have other ideas. There's Braden Christian on the carry. He'll dive across, get to the 43-yard line. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. 32 seconds and winding.
Trying to give York some yardage to chuck it deep. You figure he's got a few looks at it here as the clock continues to wind under 25 seconds now.
Thought he might just spike it. Now he'll rear back and throw to the sideline. Dropped over there by the receiver Carson Hill. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 16.8 seconds left.
Well, now you think maybe 2 deep shots. You don't want to risk anything short of that and put yourself in a position where you're trying to sprint to the line from 40 yards away. So you think York maybe going to throw 2 up to the end zone with 16 seconds left, or maybe if you want to get some more yardage, you try to get
here's
outside.
The guy you better cover. He's near side is Shoemaker, the 6'5" receiver. York looking his way down the right side. Back is Slade Hurd, and he intercepts it. And that'll seal it for the Cardinals.
Yeah, York left it out there for him, and Slade Hurd just used his body.
Oh, no, I said Hurd. Is that Strickland again? Let's take a good look here, Justin. That is Slade Hurd.
Yeah, so you
put him in to play a little defense, and he didn't mind because he was tracking that one all the way, and you want your good athletes in there late. We saw Mason Williams playing some safety earlier. That time Slade Hurd with the game-saving tackle. And now that all-important victory formation from the Cardinals from the 8-yard line and 9.7 seconds left. This is going to be a gutsy win for the Cardinals on opening night. As the clock winds to 0, and the Cardinals win it 28-20. We'll be back with our post-game show after this. Brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. We'll take a 3-minute timeout back here with our post-game after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So there I was, sitting next to my nephew playing on his Etch-a-Sketch pad. We had so much fun drawing fun and silly pictures together. But the cool thing was that if we messed up, we just hit the start over button. Lots of people wish they could do that with life, and that's exactly what God did for us. He sent Jesus to die for our sins so that you and I could have a second chance, a clean slate. To find out more, call 1-888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
Are you stressed because you don't have enough money or connections to get to where you want to go? Are you frustrated when you see your friends climbing the corporate ladder? Do you have too many bills and not enough income? Well, there is a person who understands exactly what you're going through. And the best part is, he wants to help you. That person is Jesus. Learn more. Call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
You know, my friend Matt and I have been best buds since the second grade. You see, Matt has lived a pretty rough life. His dad just got up and left when he was 6. His mom got cancer when he was 14. And his girlfriend basically dumped him for no reason. But you know what? There's something different about Matt. You see, he's not mad at the world because of what happened. He goes to church and he says that we weren't made to do this alone. I want what he has. Do you? Call 1-888-NEED-HIM.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
Considering a metal roof? Call the area experts, 4W Metal Building Supply. Metal roofs have long life and very low maintenance. At 4W Metal, you'll find help from the planning through completion. Call or come by today.
At 4W.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417.
Cardinals win it here tonight, 28-20 over the Lebanon Yellow Jackets, and the players celebrate with their marching band mates as they sing the alma mater song here. So we'll let you hear a little bit of that as they go here. And the Cardinals Nation excited about this one. Might have looked a little rough at times, but this team stayed together and made the plays they needed to make when they had to. And Coach McFarland gathering his troops in a circle. We'll get a post-game visit with him in just a moment. Justin, remind us, our post-game brought to us by?
Post-game brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. And Scott, as you mentioned, maybe a typical first game for a lot of teams, as you see a lot of mistakes, a lot of miscues, a lot of things you want to clean up. But I think what you look at as you head into week 2, a daunting matchup with the Nixa Eagles next week, is that these guys found a way to make adjustments and found ways to fight through adversity, found a way to stand up when the going got tough and they had to make plays. Cardinals were able to do those things. And you look at that, you start watching film this week, some things that will correct itself as time goes on. You talk about Gabe Johnson, who's pushing almost 2 years since he stepped foot on a football field, and just the chemistry that comes with that. You talk about the quarterback-center relationship, the pitch relationship, the dive relationship, all those things on the offensive end that just take some cohesion, and then you don't really understand where you're at until you get into a live ball situation like this. Cardinals up against a Lebanon Yellow Jacket team that also showed a lot of fight. You talk about the quarterback play. From him tonight, Mr. York did a great job of leading his troops out there tonight, and Braden Christian as well from the running back spot gave the Cardinals all they wanted on defense. But you saw the Cardinal defense, even though they gave up some yardage early in the game and in that second half, had a bend but don't break mentality, and they were able to shut things down when they needed to. They got the big scoop and score that gave them some momentum and forced Lebanon to think about things once they were able to get themselves in the end zone later in the half. And then Gabe Johnson puts it away with a a big scamper of his own, and I think that's what the Cardinal fans can expect as the season progresses, as he continues to get more comfortable back under center. As you're going to see electric plays like that, and you're going to see him lead his team to multiple victories. But a good win here tonight. Coach McFarland talking to his guys about that very thing, and about how at every turn, every corner, there was something that they had to go through, and these guys were able to do so here tonight and come away with a 28-20 victory here in the home opener, the season opener for your Webb City Cardinals.
And we'll take a 30-second timeout. Back here with more of our post-game show after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Have you noticed how your priorities change as you grow older? They are simple and silly as children. Most of us don't even want to admit what they were in college. As a young adult, they start becoming more serious, and then your priorities completely change when you have a family. As we reach the last quarter of life, we start thinking more about our mortality and what waits for us. The problem with that is none of us are guaranteed any amount of time. Don't wait until you think you need to get serious about God. He sent His Son, Jesus Christ.
We'll get a smile and a quick visit here with head coach Ryan McFarland. Coach, maybe a typical first game in some respects, but tell me about the guts it took. First, I'll let you give your bride a hug. Deserves it as well. It's a great victory tonight. This was Webb City football in some ways. In that second half, you give up that touchdown, but your guys didn't quit.
Yeah, no. So many things we got to work to get better at, so many positives to take away. We really want to try to be a little more explosive offensively this year, and I think we proved that in the first half. It was just, a penalty here, or just couldn't get things to click, but you saw the explosiveness that we could have. And just proud of the kids for keep fighting. You come out at halftime, it's like, hey, it's 7-0, we're going to get the ball, we're going to go score, and it's 14-0, and then they score, and things just don't go our way, but then our kids just kept fighting back. And I think that goes back to last year. We learned last year that things aren't going our way all the time. Excuse me. But we just got to keep fighting, and they did tonight.
That third quarter drive, when you guys just pounded it down the field, looked like the Webb City that you can be when you guys want to just drive it on somebody.
Yeah, no, that was our plan going in the first half. We never had the ball long enough to do it, but we love our no-huddle stuff. I feel like the way we platoon our kids are in really good shape, and our kids like to play fast. They don't like to get in huddle. They like to stay on the line of scrimmage and just kind of go, and they just have this mentality. We kind of challenge them. When we do that, we've got to get first downs, or we're going to give the ball back to them and not take a lot of time off the clock. But I thought they were phenomenal there. And, Abel Getz, which he's our junior running back, that's kind of our number 3 guy right now, for him to come in that moment and make some big runs and some big blocks for us was huge.
You use your 2 skill guys as well. Defensively late, saw Mason Williams out there playing a little safety for you, and then Slade Hurd at corner gets the good interception to seal this one.
Yeah, besides, Mason Young plays some quarterback, and Braden Strickland plays quarterback, but Mason and Slade are really the only 2 guys we have now playing and practicing on both sides of the ball, and it's because of stuff like that. We know Mason started for us as a sophomore on defense. We know we can make plays, so if we need him, we're going to use him. And then, Slade, people don't remember this. He started at corner for us as a sophomore and had an interception early in the year before we moved him to running back full-time. So they're guys that, we can use on defense, and the reason we can use them on defense is we've got 3 running backs in Getz that we talked about, and Drake Claiborne, and then Talon Haslett that can come in and play running back if we need him.
One more thing, that offensive line decided they wanted one more touchdown. You could tell the look that they were given, and Gabe Johnson had the hole he needed, and nobody was going to stop him at that point.
Yeah, no, it was that's 100% my fault. We had talked to a couple running backs about not scoring, but I never had that conversation with Gabe. And then, we had an opportunity to run a play. We hadn't run yet. Really wanted just to get the ball in his hands. He didn't get very many carries tonight because they did a really good job of keeping the ball away from him. And then as he's running down the sideline, you're yelling, trying to get him not to score, but he scores. But that's 100% my fault. And like I told the guys after the game, we held on, to the win. We were able to get a stop there at the end. Probably added 15 minutes to the game. But, come district time, if we need some extra points, we got 7 extra points tonight. So instead of winning 21-20, we won 28-0, so we did get those bonus points.
Congratulations on the victory, Coach. Go enjoy it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And, guys, let's try to catch a couple of these guys that were integral in this game. And I'm going to start with Mr. Hurd. Would you come talk to me for a second? So you playing running back most of the game. You guys had some explosive plays early in that game. What was the game plan going into this one?
Just 2 hands on the ball, don't turn the ball over. But, we turned the ball over a lot, too much. And we knew we had chances to make big plays happen. And we made a lot of big plays, and some mistakes got them called back. But, I feel like we did pretty good on our game plan.
When they called your number to go play a little cornerback, did that just harken you back to your sophomore year when you're starting back there at corner and said, I'll go cover this guy?
Yeah, I miss playing defense. It's a lot of fun, a lot of energy. And it was a good time.
Talk about your offensive line. What kind of job they're doing for you tonight?
They're doing a great job. A lot of them are young or learning new positions, and I'm proud of the way they handled everything today. They had a lot of good things, a lot of bad things we need to work on, but we'll get it figured out.
Congratulations on the victory. Continued success to you.
Thank you.
And, guys, we'll make our way across here and catch a couple other players if we can and see what kind of night they had. Mr. Strickland, come here. Braden, you had the first interception tonight. You thought you took it to the house.
Yes, sir.
Did you need the smaller size shoe or something? What's going on?
Yeah, I think I might wear a size 13, so it's pretty easy to step out of bounds with that, I guess.
Tell me what you were in defensively on that play. Looked like you guys just had the receiver bracketed and you read it.
Yeah, and that play we were in zone, and so my guy ran a curl, and then the number 2 receiver ran a wheel, and I just played in the middle of them and got the ball right thrown to me.
And holding that extra point kick, no problem for you. Quarterback, good hands, right?
Yeah, no problem at all.
Castro did the rest of it?
Heck yeah, he did.
Well, you did a great job. And tell me about holding these guys down late. What was it like on that final drive?
Oh, it was a drive for sure, but it was really fun. Kept the energy up on defense, and that's all we really needed to do. Played with passion and played fast, and that's how we stopped them.
Congratulations on the victory. Continued success to you.
Thank you very much.
Mason Williams right in front of you there, Scott, to your right.
Oh, where'd you go?
To your left now. Walk straight past Strickland there. Turn left.
Mason.
There we go.
Talk to me about the game plan coming in. I know there were some mistakes in that first half, but you guys showed, I think, you can be explosive offensively.
Yeah, our game plan coming into this was just run the ball down their throat, just Webb City offense. And, first half came out, had some little mistakes, like on the line, little mistakes, fumbling the ball. Came out second half and showed what we can really do.
You start that third quarter and you get that quick touchdown. You're down 14-7. What was the mentality on the sideline at that point?
Being a captain, I'm just trying to keep everyone up, keep the energy high. The energy gets down a little bit whenever other teams score, but you just got to keep each other up and keep playing together.
And then when you were called upon in the fourth to go in and play some defense, what's that like for you? Are you able to make that mental change quickly?
I played there the last 2 years. I started for 2 years, so, being back out there is just kind of my natural habitat. I'm just used to it being out there, and it's an easy switch for me.
Well, you made a great stop staying at home when that guy wanted to make that little end-around move. What was the call there, and how'd you know he was coming your way?
Honestly, I was just reading my key. I saw the sniffer go away, and I saw him hand the ball back, and I said, I got to make this tackle or he's scoring a touchdown. So I did what I do.
Well, congratulations on the victory and continued success to you.
Thank you.
And we'll go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout. Come back with more of our postgame after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
I was driving to the office in the early morning darkness. It was raining pretty hard. Big trucks were blowing water everywhere. My wipers needed replacing. Wouldn't you know it? I couldn't see my lane. In fact, I couldn't see the lines on the road, and frankly, I was scared. Right then, I saw the taillight of a vehicle in front of me. I relaxed, knowing that all I needed was a reliable light to follow. The Bible says God's Word is a reliable light to our feet and path. In fact, Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Can't see? Poor visibility? Maybe the wipers of your life need replacing. Follow the light of Jesus. He'll get you where you need to go safely. For more information, call us at 1-888-NEED-HIM or go to www.chataboutjesus.com. 1-888-NEED-HIM.
1-888-NEED-HIM. 1-888-NEED-HIM. 1-888-NEED-HIM. 1-888-NEED-HIM. 1-888-NEED-HIM. 1-888-NEED-HIM. 1-888-NEED-HIM.
The Bible says that our hearts are sinful, that it's full of evil imaginations.
Billy Graham.
The Bible says that our heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? That's the reason Christ said, except a man is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. I ask you tonight, wouldn't you like to have a new heart? Wouldn't you like to have Christ tonight who can forgive the past, give you joy and peace in the present, and change your life for the future? He can do it if you let him. Give your life to Christ tonight. Let him give you a new heart, make you a new person.
What Jesus Christ offers you is nothing short of revolutionary. If you're ready to surrender your life to him, we can help. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's
helpful. Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here as the Cardinals win it tonight 28-20 over the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. And the Cardinals victorious, a hard-earned victory. Some might call it a little bit sloppy at times, but a lot of things to clean up, but a lot of things to be able to build on going forward. And that'll wrap it up here. And coming up next, our scoreboard show. We invite you to stay tuned for that. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
In football, anything can happen. That's why Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here for you with high-quality, personalized care to help you recover quickly and effectively. Our nationally recognized, board-certified orthopedic surgeons understand your injury and how it relates to your sport. That's why so many area colleges and high school sports teams choose our expert orthopedic team to treat their aches and injuries. Learn more about Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at freemanhealth.com.
Welcome to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or therapists can help you get back in the game. Now, let's go back live to the stadium for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network.
And we welcome you inside the KNEO Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. And let's take a look at the COC Conference on this first Friday night of the 2025 season. It was the Neosho Wildcats late in the fourth quarter leading the Glendale Falcons 38-23. Ozark Tigers over the Willard Tigers 45-26, also late in the fourth. The Carthage Tigers a final 50-8 over the Waynesville Tigers. Joplin Eagles 31-7 over the Kickapoo Chiefs. The Nixa Eagles, the Cardinals' opponent next week, wins at 49-21 over the Republic Tigers, and Cardinals here 28-20 over the Lebanon Yellow Jackets.
In Big 8 conference play, it was McDonald County with a 39-35 lead in the fourth quarter over Lamar. Nevada having no problem with Monette. They lead at 50-20 in the fourth. East Newton 20, Springfield Catholic 17 in the third. Seneca wins a tight one with Cassville. They win at 33-27.
In the Ozark Mountain Conference, it was Bolivar losing by one late in the fourth to the Osage Indians, 21-20 they trail. Mountain Home Bombers lead 21-17 over the West Plains Zizzers. At the half, the Harrison Goblins 14-7 over the Branson Pirates. Maybe a late start there. Logan Rogersville also at the half, a 14-12 lead over Reed Springs Wolves. And a final, the Carl Junction Bulldogs 35-21 over the Capital City Cavaliers. We'll go ahead and take our first time out here. Back with more of our scoreboard show after this.
So, Maggie, just to be clear,
if you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And welcome back inside our Final Drive Scoreboard Show. And Justin's got the Mid-Lakes Conference.
It was the Ava Bears up on the Buffalo Bison, 37-14 in the third quarter. Cleaver with a 20-7 lead over Miller at the half. It was Father Tolton 20, Forsyth 0 at the half. A final, Fairgrove wins a squeaker over Mountain Grove 29-28. Liberty has no problem with Stratford. They win at 48-0.
In the Southwest Conference, the Marionville Comets 48-23. That's in the first quarter. Ashgrove Pirates shut out the Diamond Wildcats 34-0. And the Hollister Tigers 42-20 over the Pierce City Eagles. The Sarcoxy Bears a final 27-19 over the Skyline Tigers.
In 8-man independent football was New Heights with a 30-22 lead over the Rich Hill Tigers at the half. Lockwood beats Archie 38-36. On the Oklahoma side, it's Elkins 46 over Miami 46-7. That's a final.
And recapping the COC one more time, the Neosho Wildcats still lead at 38-23 in the fourth. The Carthage Tigers a final 58 over Waynesville. Joplin Eagles 31-7 over Kickapoo. Nixa 49-21 over Republic. And the Ozark Tigers a final 44-26 over the Willard Tigers. Here at Cardinal Stadium tonight, it was the Webb City Cardinals 28, the Lebanon Yellow Jackets 20. Coming up next week, the Cardinals will travel to Nixa to face the Nixa Eagles. And the Wildcats of Lebanon will entertain the Joplin Eagles at home for their first home contest of the season. So for Drew Woodmansey on the camera, for Roberta Foster back at our studios, for Justin Boudreau, this is Scott Boudreau saying good night from Cardinal Stadium, where the Cardinals win at 28-20. You've been listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals.